You leave a 1 down below if you can hear and or see me. That's how I usually start it out.
Okay.
Because I never know. Because due to the limitations of YouTube ain't going live, I don't know if we are ever live until they let me know if they can hear and or see me. As usual, we'll leave a 1 down below. And we're gonna get this thing started. Hey, Em.
Hey, John.
That's not my goddamn name. They stay doxing me. Jesus. God damn. I'm joking with you.
Clearly, I put my government out there.
Listen, sheesh.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Doxing me, mediocre.
Hi, mediocre.
Or MTR. They call me MTR.
MTR. Oh,
sheesh.
Gosh. MTR. Sounds like a disease, but okay.
Oh, what a hater she is. Listen, look. Salute everybody that's coming out into the building. Listen, first, here's the thing. Oh, okay, I see some ones that's down in there. That means that they can hear me. Listen, guys, I'm going to come back and make sure that we say what up to everybody. But it's been, how long has it been since you came through on the channels? I haven't seen you in a minute.
It's been since September.
September 2019.
Yeah.
Okay, that was when I was like maybe 4 or 5 months into the type of videos that I do right now. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you already know from back then, most of the new people that subscribe to the channel probably don't even know who you are.
Probably not.
But you.
Oh, somebody said Emma's back in the building.
Yeah, but you were one of the fan favorites from back in the day.
Yeah.
You were one of the fan favorites, and then we had a hiatus because you don't live where I live.
No, I don't.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm visiting.
Listen, shout out to Shao Kahn Shoulder Charge. Emma's in the building. Yes, she is. And listen, if Emma's in here, we got to have a very direct conversation. As you guys already know, I like to hit him with these questions the best way that we know how. All right? Say what's up to the family.
What's up?
This is the
damn, I missed it. No one gives Raven back. I don't know who Raven is, but maybe we can get Raven back for real.
Listen,
this is so interesting.
Yeah, this is the first time that you've seen her like this, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Shout out to Shao Kahn, Shoulder Charge, Avery. Yo, let's get it.
Yes.
Savage Red Recovery. How are you, my G? Ali, I see you. December. Flex. Yeah, flex on them. Ty, let's get it. Let's get it. 9/11, baby, go. Good to see you down in here, my G. Listen, we're gonna have a great. We're gonna get into it. Especially too because I haven't seen you in a while as well.
It has been a while.
Yeah. But it's your first time doing a live stream. Are you nervous at all?
I am scared to death. Y'all actually talking to me in real time.
Yeah, this is real time. This is because you only used to the pre-record. Yeah, where I can edit out the BS. You know, but every time we did a pre-record, I didn't edit out anything because like you always like, and that's the difference when you come across someone that has thought about life a lot. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And then like has thought through the BS on both from a male perspective as well as from a female perspective. Mm-hmm. And I feel like you've had a lot of time to do a lot of introspection.
Yes.
And I feel like the viewers picked up on that as well. Yeah. That's why you were one of the first fan favorites back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
I'm really excited. This is really different.
Yeah, we're gonna get in there. Well, we're gonna make sure. See, they're all used to this. Okay. You are not used to this, so we gotta ease her in correctly. Okay, we gotta get her used to these types of conversations.
Am I looking at the camera?
You can look right here. Okay, and then I'll manage all this right here and all of this.
This is weird.
So all you gotta do is just focus on the very direct questions. Okay. You know what I mean? And feel free to ask me questions back, and then also. Within the chat as well, the folks, the community are going to ask questions as well. And we'll just kick it off from there. So what I usually do is I say what up to everybody as they come down. Jordan, I see you. Malcolm, I see you. LJ, I see you. Davis, I see you. What's up, Letha? There goes a lady down in there.
Hey, girl. Listen.
If you want to phone a friend, there goes at least one.
Please be on my side.
Trevor, I see you. Blake, and we back. Patreon. Gang in the building. I see y'all. I appreciate all the support. We were going up in the Discord earlier today. Appreciate all the conversations. Leah Lee. Oh, there goes one more lady that may be on your side.
Maybe. Hey, you know what?
We don't know yet.
I don't know you.
Yeah, we don't know yet. What's up, Dre? How are you? All right, guys. Listen, we got here's the thing. I got to make sure that I'm managing because when it's just me and I'm not having a conversation, it's way more easy for me to like. Try to manage my time, even though somehow, I don't know how it happens, but the streams end up going super long. But we're not going to be here super long. Yeah. It's nice outside. We eventually got to go out. You see what I'm saying? So it's a lot to manage, but we're gonna make sure that we manage it correctly. Lottie Dottie, how are you? There goes one more lady down there. Listen,
hey, this is great.
Yeah, the ladies are coming out. They see a lady in the thumbnail. They're like, okay, we're coming.
Please.
Game time, Demon Days. Howdy. Let's get it in. Kenny, I see you. Oh yeah, he said have AMS ready to do more because you did several AMS.
I've done AMS plenty.
Yeah, you feel like too much.
Plenty.
Was that your first indoctrination to like the red pill type of content?
Mm-hmm. Like I never, you opened my eyes to the other world.
Yeah, so you had no idea that type of content or that type of thinking existed before we reacted to it, right?
No.
How do you feel about, like, I don't know if you remember that content?
Oh, I do. Who doesn't remember alpha male strategies? Alpha male strategies is all for the beta males to pretend to be alpha males.
Oh.
Just think.
Wait, say that again. You said
alpha male strategies are for the beta males who want to pretend to be alpha males.
The content creator or the thought of
it.
Oh, of a strategy to teach people. But yeah, it's no, I see what you're saying. Yeah. So it's rule books that are meant for people that don't understand human nature or female nature to know how to date better or in the dating game.
Is he really looking for people to date each other?
Well, it depends on your goal of dating.
That's true.
If it's to get the butt, then what he teaches
seems
teaches, to be.
I mean, if there's people out here who's watched AMS and got the butt, give me a thumbs up.
Yeah. Let's get a thumbs up in the chat if you guys have gotten the butt off of YouTube dating coaches. I think that's a fantastic question.
Yeah, YouTube dating coaches.
Yeah, YouTube. Put a thumbs up if you have. Also, too, I got a survey tool that I might have to bring up for questions like that. But let me know. Thumbs up if you've gotten butt based off of dating coaches on YouTube. Thumbs down if you have not. I want to see some of the interactions from the people. Roman, what's up? 501, how are you? Listen, we about to get down in there today. After they answer that, we're gonna get right into what it is that we're gonna talk about. Cal, how are you?
Kenny, I did lose weight. Oh, thank you, y'all.
Oh,
that's post divorce. I'm still working on it. But
listen, we all got we all got things to work on. You know what I'm saying? So
thank you.
Emily, she's still.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, Shay, what's up? What's up? Salvatore, what's good? MTR's director, producer, commentator. Listen, y'all got me working over here. That's why I don't know. Like I did a 5-hour stream. I don't know how it happens, but I did 5 hours yesterday, and then all day, like I was just sleeping all morning. Like, oh, shout out to Boogie Talks. Thank you so much, bro, for the $2 super chat. Let me introduce myself, Buggy in the Mofo building. Shout out to Boogie Talks. Patreon gang in the building. In the building. All right, listen. Oh, we got just a couple of thumbs up. We got Trevor.
Oh, yes.
They getting butt off of YouTube. Listen, we got YouTube vids. Boom, crushing. Yes. Listen, it is what it is. It's helping some people out here. So if it's driving value, you know, I think that there's components of it where ladies hate it because it gives us additional rules to govern our lives by that increases the viscosity.
All of your first streams are 5 hours.
No, they're not, La Princess. Shut up. Shut up. Okay? Show me respect. Shout out to La Princess in the building. There's way more ladies in here than what there usually is.
No, I like that.
Bro, you know exactly why we had a 5-hour live stream. Well, it's because of the call-ins, God damn it. It's not about to be 6 hours. Shut up, Avery. Shut up. Salute again, everybody that's coming down into the building. Listen, shout out to Ty. Thank you so much, Ty, for the $2 super chat. Yeah. Listen, we wanted to get into this conversation. Anything to say before we get started?
No, I'm really excited. I'm nervous because this is different for me, but I'm ready.
Okay. I want you to be ready. This is gonna be we're gonna attack this conversation the best way that we know how. Okay. By the way, this is called Red Cup Talk. You've never been to a Red Cup Talk?
Never.
Can you put them up in the air?
Yes.
Cheers. Salute. Salute to everybody. Happy Saturday. Blow. Happy Saturday. All right. Hopefully, each and every one of you right now is in front of your mobile phone, your desktop, your laptop. You got your red cup ready. You got a little something special in the red cup. You know, if you don't drink alcohol, you got a little bit of Gatorade in there. Nothing wrong with that, okay?
Water.
But if you do, let's get in there tonight. Salute to the gang. Let's get it, all right? Damn. All right. I wanted to bring this resource up on the screen real quick, and I wanted to have a conversation about it. Okay. Hold on. Chrome tab. Make sure I do this correctly so I don't. Okay, hold on. Here we go. All right. So listen, a part of YouTube, I have what's called community chat posts where I can put up think of like Instagram.
Okay.
All right. So I can put these things up, and then I essentially look for the consensus of the folks that are on my channel. Like, yo, how do you feel about this? So within that, Trevor Noah, and let me also preface this and say, I've done a little researching around YouTube. I don't know. I didn't, and around the internet as well. I don't know for sure that he actually said this. So I want to preface that. Okay, Trevor, do not sue me. But I found this on the internet, and it has blown up from different content creators that have posted this as well. So I posted it on mine, and it actually ended up getting over 600 comments. It's
crazy.
Which is a lot of comments, especially for my channel. Okay.
Okay.
So here's the thing. All of the dudes that were down into the comment section, including myself, because what I said to this post was, yeah, it sounds about right. Okay. Now, me and all the dudes kind of agree that this is a dynamic that happens within dating culture, day to day, whatever you want to call it. But I think that it's still important to have these conversations, throw it up in front of a lady, and then we go in and we talk about it in the best way that we know how. Because I got to get your true and authentic opinion.
Yep, absolutely.
Shout out real quick to Uncle Chris, back on my uppity-ish, sipping red wine out of tall wine glasses. Salute, Uncle Chris, being bougie over there. I see you, my G. I see you, my G. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I appreciate that as well. The Patreon gang always comes through. Always comes through. All right, listen, let me get this off, and then let me make sure that you guys can all see this. So let me read the quote first, and then I'll read the top half of the quote first because there's two sections. There's two parts to it. Okay, here's the first top. Remove viscosity from a relationship, and you will discover that over 90% of ladies have nothing to offer in relationships. Okay. Now, what I think struck a lot of people as was the 90%. Actually, let me read the rest of it too, because I feel like it needs to kind of be combined together. Okay. Now, the second part is remove money from a relationship, and you will discover that over 90% of ladies will not see a reason to be in that relationship. Now, the focus of this quote in both paragraphs is specific to women, but I actually don't think it. I think a component of it is it calls out women, but it's also referring to dudes as well. Yep. Okay. Now, going back over the first part of the paragraph, if you remove viscosity, okay, from the relationship, 90% of the ladies will have nothing to offer. Okay. So that first half is kind of getting into the bring to a table. Like, what does each person kind of bring to the table? And I think that with a lot of subscribers, I'll leave it right down here so you can see it down there. So I think like a lot of subscribers, what we prescribe to is that from a man's perspective, there is tangible things within a relationship, or if you choose to get married, there is tangible things that he creates, produces, brings home. You can usually count it. Also to a degree of like being a provider, what have you. Yeah. What this alleged Trevor Noah quote is saying is that in 90% of those relationships, if you remove sex within that, ladies don't have much else to bring to the table, to offer in a relationship, in a marriage, in a courtship, whatever it is that you want to call it.
Right. So I'm reading the comments. This is funny.
Don't read the comments, girl. Don't read the comments. I can block that right there. I want you right there.
I got you. Okay. No. Okay.
They're gonna get you off center. We're gonna read the super chats with other comments. We're gonna let them fight down in the comments. You understand me? So bringing it back to this this idea of the table, what does one bring? I guess the first question is, do you agree with the 90%? That's my first question, and we can come back to another.
That's a really high number. It makes it sound like 90% of women, and just period. We're not even gonna talk to you, about race or anything. But 90% of women have nothing to offer except for what's in between their legs. And when you talk to men will easily tell you, like, it all feels the same. Like, I mean, does it feel the same?
No, to me, it feels remarkably different.
Every person. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I mean, the texture, the position on the hips, the look and the feel, how what's it called? The labia. You get some. Stop laughing. There's someone else over there. She don't want to come on the screen. She's not coming on it. Look at her. She laughing back over there. She laughing over there. She don't want to come over here. It's okay. Maybe we'll get her on here. We'll see. We'll see later.
So funny. Okay.
All right.
So fair.
Okay.
Fair.
It's all different.
I've heard multiple things, and I did vagina is vagina, but according to you, it's a range and it feels different. So that's all. I'm gonna go ahead and nix that. But I feel like that's really high.
You think the 90% is high?
I do it. Maybe like 85.
So not 90, but
maybe 85 is fair.
Well, here's the thing. Okay. I think it's a loaded question. If you had something else to say.
No, I was just saying, what happens is, I can only talk about over 30 because, I've been over 30 for 1 year. So over 30, there's a desperation that sometimes we open our legs to get into a situation, but then there's no like context outside of that. We don't develop anything outside of that. So once you close it, it's like, I mean, it was a good smash, but
I see what you're saying. So I think this is, to me, it's a loaded question. And here's why I think it's a loaded question, because people will only offer you what you want. And here's the thing. What do guys want? At a cardinal need level from women, like what is something that it's the viscosity, is the degree of it so here's the thing, this is like if I'm up on a street and I want to sell a juice, right? And I know most of my client base doesn't want lemonade, they want Kool-Aid, but I continue to sell lemonade. But I know that, right? So it's like, so there's a bit of that. There's a bit of, well, it's true that that's what they offer because there's a lot of dudes with that's all that they expect, right? Which is part of my argument, my contention. I feel like many dudes have to raise their expectation because here's the thing. I think that we let you guys slide too often for not enough. Okay. And part of my reason to say
we enable that behavior too often.
Well, because it's easy.
Yes.
Because but here's the thing is that dudes, our expectations, you guys govern us by checklists. We just govern you guys by ratings. Like you guys are 1 through 10 as opposed to.
You are biting right now. Checklists and ratings. Okay. I'm listening.
You feel me?
I'm listening.
So within the ratings is usually like how attractive she is.
Right.
And then also, how sexually attractive that she is to you.
Okay.
In my opinion. So the expectation from a man is usually just that. And then if they're attracted to you and then they provide that in a relationship. But my thing is, and what I tell like so many dudes is like, yo, value yourself way higher than that. Way higher than that. You shouldn't just stop at surface level, in my opinion. I don't know. Thoughts? I don't know.
I feel that just based on that, remove sex from a relationship, period. If there was no sex, is there a relationship? From your perspective, if there's no sex, is there a relationship? How important is sex to the relationship? And I think that
to me, it's 1-on-1. Like if I want to be in a whether or not it's a situationship or it's a relationship, there's going to be a degree where that is expected, right? Like to a degree, right? So that has to be like, it's synonymous to me. But I hear you because it's synonymous. Some women they're incentivized to only offer that because that's what they see as being rated as worthy. Yep. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like if a dude is not sexually attracted to you, if you're not right, because there's a lot of dudes too that are just like, yo, after the third date, and if she's not showing I'm out of there. You know what I'm saying?
But that's your expectations. Is it part of expectations that if I'm not getting that, then it can't progress further? Because again, removing that, does it really fall on us?
Well, here's what complicates it. Okay. I think this is a component that complicates it because you get some that before me was doing the goddamn thing. Okay.
And the reason
and they got to me. And then all of a sudden there's requirements.
This is funny. Like months ago, John posted.
God damn it! That's not my.
Sorry, NTR. What the fuck? NTR. My gosh. Venereal disease. NTR. posted.
What I post
on IG, there was a guy who said he was dealing with a girl, and he had just like they were vibing, but she had decided at that moment she wanted to wait to have sex. But prior to him, she was giving it out.
Yes,
and he felt that was super unfair.
Facts.
And I remember this conversation, and it's just like women have the option to decide. We have our option now. You have the option to book,
Facts,
or deal with it.
Facts.
And she decides that she values herself to that point. Then you have a decision too.
Is that value?
It could be for her. I'm not going to speak on her. Jesus. Okay.
That's the mind trap that they and stop doxing me. Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Hold up. Let me get so many super chats real quick. Back on my I read that one already. Hold on. My bad.
There was another one.
Yeah, there was a few.
There was a yes.
Shout out to Just Jay. Define from a male's perspective what should be on the table. Plus, that number is too high.
I told you 90 was high.
Just Jay, you asking me or M?
I can't do a male's perspective.
Okay, define from males what should be on the table. We're gonna get there. Okay. This is a fantastic question, but I want to follow the logic of the conversation first. Yeah. But Just Jay, I'm gonna go back to that one. But I want to make sure that we're following the logic of what Trevor has presented to us real quick first. So hold on. Just Jay, I'll come back to that, I promise.
But I guess value, so is it bad to, and I'm not speaking for women because I personally would not do that.
Yeah.
So I mean, I kind of go with the flow. If it's there, if we're vibing, then we're going to do what we're going to do. I'm not going to continue to start putting measures in front of me because I believe that's what's going to get me to what I want.
But listen, as a dude, I will tell you that I've had those that have put measures in front of me because they see me as an opportunity. You see what I'm saying? Yes. Like before me, or even at the same time that they're dating me, there's situations that they're in that they're not valuing the viscosity within those situations. It's just fun time. They're dating multiple da. But then with me, all of a sudden I am, what's it called? Celibate. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So here's the thing is that, but the thing is at the end of the day, to some dudes, it is it's a good leveraging arm, to some women, I should say, to be able to leverage something that is something that has economic value, which is the viscosity. You see what I'm saying? But here's the thing. I think too many women lead with that as their end all be all.
Yeah, it's the bargaining chip.
Their bargaining chip. Mm-hmm. So which goes back to the question, and I'm gonna go through these super chats, but I want you to think about it real quick.
I'm trying really hard.
I'm gonna think about it real quick. What else besides of the 10%? Like, what do you think are those hard things that is brought to the table?
Okay.
Because what you said is that's not 90%, it's 85%.
I said 90 was too high.
So you say it's 85%, but that's literally the value that they bring within a. Okay, and I guess now that we've reached 85, and it's okay. I can have a 5% degree of confidence, right? I could do that. Because it was a lot. There was ladies down into the comment section that was like, "I'm leaving this channel now because of da 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 da." And my thing is like,
I mean, first of all, this is an opinion. Like, I don't think it was, the record states that out of all of these people, 90%, like we're literally throwing this, we're literally throwing this out right now. So 90%, I think it's too high, but I can see if we place value on sex and we're leading with that, then once you remove it because you haven't developed anything outside of that, then I can agree with it in that context. Just saying like, oh, removing it from the relationship as a whole, 90% have nothing to offer. If 90% of women are leading with that, and I'm not saying that's what it is, but they're leading with that and they're not developing anything outside of that, removing it, yes.
Okay.
Because you're saying we're putting value on something that y'all not really... I mean, that's just
here's the thing is that there's a component of this content that is trying to show men that you don't need to put all of this value on something where literally 50% of the human population has it.
Yes.
50%. So it might be like 51 or something like that. But like you're putting this value on a commodity. It's water at Kroger. Literally, it's 50% of the population, and they put all of this. Huh?
It's a pre-pandemic.
So real quick, I want you to focus on the 15% that are bringing something in. What are those things? I want you to focus on that. Let me get into some of these super chats real quick. Shout out to Savage Red Recovery. 90% is on the mark. Let me go back down. Next one is from Boogie Talks. Hold on. Oh, you guys are tearing up the chat tonight.
Oh my.
Oh, not that one. Are you thinking about the?
I'm thinking.
Oh, shout out to. Buggy Talks. Thank you so much, bro, for the $10. I got a soundboard now too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's what we do over here. Anyway, shout out to Buggy Talks. I can't put it on the screen, Buggy, because I'm missing in the conversation. No woman can like AMS. Ever seen a spy happy that the enemy is getting?
But here's the thing.
Wait, hold on. One second, girl. The enemy is getting upgraded weapons for war. Women prefer blue pill simps that feed them attention and have no knowledge of their innate nature. Wow. Thank you, Buggy, so much for the $10 super chat. I want you to respond to Buggy real quick, but let me go back down. Shout out to Red Pill Thanos. The villain has arrived. Shout out to Red Pill Thanos. I see you, my G. Patreon gang in the goddamn building. We in here. Shout out to Savage Red Recovery. One more again. No viscosity. We wouldn't talk to women. Shout out to Red. Savage Red Recovery. Demonetized. Savage is down in the building. She's doxing me, give me demonetized. God damn it, this man is live. Now I gotta show some love. Shout out to Rise Above Lifestyle Official. Listen, appreciate that, bro. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Listen, guys, if you guys are down into the chat right now, here's what I want you to do. I want you to like the channel. Like the video, please, because you down in here right now. Like the video. You spending your Saturday evening with us, at least to a degree. I would appreciate at least a little bit of smashing that like button. That's the first thing. The second thing is, guys, you also got to make sure that you turn on your alerts for the content notifications so that you can be assured that whenever I go live, who knows when, next time I go live, that you are notified of when that is. Shout out to Rise Above Lifestyle Official. I appreciate the donation, my G. Shout out again to Savage Red Recovery. 225 watching, 68 likes. Hit that like button for MTR. Shout out to Savage. Showing support, and I wholeheartedly appreciate that. Now, back to Boogie Talks' comment. No woman can like AMS ever. Do you think that is, or the content that he's provided? Like, because what he's saying is, it's like, it's like the enemy arming the army that the enemy has with ammo.
Yeah. If you watch me previously reacting to AMS, you'll know that I just disagree with his delivery, not his content. I just think that sometimes we get lost in the way that he delivers it, and it's not always what he's saying, it's how he's saying it. And if you can kind of close your eyes and take out that be this, and like the base layer of his message isn't always off, in my opinion. So I don't know if I can like AMS because his delivery just really grinds my gears, but his message is not always bad.
I think that
you have to go back and watch the pre-recordings because I have done that.
It's way back. I mean, it's months ago back in the you know. But you went in, and I think like folks seeing you hear the delivery and the tone. And the thing is like he talks to his subs like it's like you're in a locker room. You know what I'm saying? So like, and I think women are not used to hearing from that perspective.
You should have seen my face the first time I reacted. So I'm like, what does NTR?
Thanks for not doxing me.
Have me watching.
Thank you. You're getting used to it. I know it's been a couple of months. You know what I mean? I appreciate you.
What does NTR have me watching? But again, if you can get past the way that he delivers it.
Shout out to Transcending with P. Shout out, my G. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. We as men look at gorgeous women and automatically assume that they are worth our last breath. Wow. Oh, the average woman is equal to the average guy. She just looks really good while being average.
I don't have a negative response to that. Like, it's a very unique way of looking at it. Like, honestly.
Well, here's the thing. Okay. If you look back on like Instagram and you see, you know, someone who shows, you know, the insides of her body on an Instagram, usually what you see underneath those photos is the heart eyes and the kissy emojis and the squirt emojis and the eye emojis and the peach emojis and whatever that they do. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? And the thing is like, you see that on male models photos, but not to the same degree as what men are doing. I mean, if you look at, I don't know, are you familiar with OnlyFans?
I just like found out about that like a week ago. I kid you not. I didn't even know this was a thing.
It's a thing. So what it is, because I'm not sure how you're familiar with it. It's basically like a subscription-based service where you can get up and show whatever it is that you want to, and then you get paid for it. Yeah,
it's like prostitution on steroids.
That's exactly
from what I understand.
It's e-prostitution.
E-prostitution on steroids.
Digital selling your butt. You see what I'm saying? But you know, it's I don't hate on the people that do it. It's just
do whatever makes you feel like you need to do.
But you know, a 20-year-old beautiful woman on OnlyFans versus a 20-year-old handsome dude on OnlyFans is going to command a different amount of money.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Because the economic willingness to pay is going to be there for a lady. So you know, I think that it's an interesting conundrum that we have as men placed ourselves in and how we value it to that degree. And I think that's to a degree what that post is talking about. Shout out to Transcending with P. Anything else to say regarding this one?
No, actually, no. I appreciate that perspective. Like, I've never seen it like that, but you know, it's a fair statement.
There it is. Shout out to Savage Rev Recovery. That your feelings, the words are the same. Too many typos in there for me, Savage. I'm not sure what you're talking about, bro. Do you know what he's talking about?
No, it could have, that's your feelings, the words are
you know what it is? Like he'll say something, like we'll say something, and then he'll be responding off what we said, but it'll be like 5 minutes ago. So
sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry, Savage. Shout out. Oh, that's one of my uncles that's down to the chat. Hey, Uncle Gary Grant, all the way from Toronto. Hey, MTR, ask your friend if she watches Tommy Sotomayor.
I do not. Can you tell me who this individual is?
He's another content creator.
Okay.
Yeah. Gary watches Tommy Sotomayor. So I know that he does. He's told me that. So shout out to Uncle Gary. I appreciate you for coming down in here. All right, guys. Listen. All right. So now I wanted to talk about real quick. Remember the question that I asked you before?
Yes. What is the extra 15%, since I dropped it down to 85? What is the extra 15% that women can offer? Besides viscosity. You just, that word, I'm going to have to put that in my book.
You like that?
Yeah.
You got women. Have you wrote the book? You haven't wrote it yet.
I have not done anything but fix my own life.
Okay. Because I was about to shout it out.
No. I've been working on myself. You've been working? Yes. So I feel like every man, and this is what I told you guys, you can, disagree with me. This is coming from another man that I had a conversation with. men just want peace. And what that peace looks like, really, like that 15% is a woman who knows how to give a man peace. Do you know how to provide the space for peace? Do you know how to uplift him and not, burden him? You can bring your problems to him, but, and I'm going to speak to Black men. I know we have like a mixture of things, but Black men in general are stressed. They walk around this, this country just stressed. And so one of the things that he said is we just want peace. So I think that 15%, and, I'm still trying to figure out, like, how do I provide that to a man? I mean, how do you provide peace? And that 15%, it sounds so simple, but it really, like, that's a loaded.
Here's the thing.
That's loaded.
And we're gonna play.
Like I said, that's a man told me that, and I accepted his feedback. So. And
we're gonna play some Uncle Patrice O'Neal down in here in the chat as well. He's gonna have his own perspectives. But here's the thing. I love that you bring that up, because far too often, and this is what I cannot stand. I cannot stand is when I invite a young woman into my life, and they bring any form and semblance of drama. Yeah. It's just like, it's just like, it's almost like, to me, it's disrespectful.
Yeah.
Because I value my time, I value my energy. And that's one of the first conversations that I have with each and every one of them. It's like, listen, if I sense a inkling of drama, you're out of here. Like I have this conversation. I say, that's one of the top things that I cannot like. So that peace shit.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah, it is. And, it's not anything that is like out of this world, like, oh my gosh, it's an aha moment. But to really think about it, in the conversation I had, it was very profound, because I understand it, at the level, like, yeah, a man wants, peace. He doesn't want drama, but it's not just peace. It's like, what are you providing for him that is in that environment? Like, what does he need? And he has to be vulnerable enough to share that too. Because that's not something you always.
No.
Yeah, because every man's peace isn't the same. But peace in and of itself is what a man wants when he gets home. Like, home being, the building or the person. Because I plan to be somebody's home one day. Building or person. Like, how do you provide that peace? So I think that's that 15%.
I mean, that's a huge component.
That is a huge component. I mean, there's other things into it, but peace comes with a lot of things. Spiritual peace, like, are you like faith-based? Is she providing that balance for you? Is she taking care of, like, your 6 kids?
but here's the thing, though, is that, like, but we know that to a degree. Here's the thing, and don't get offended by this.
I don't get offended by anything.
We know from that. A woman providing a man peace is very difficult for her.
Yes.
It's very difficult for her because of the way that your minds think, which is incredibly different than the way a man's mind thinks. Go ahead.
I don't want to generalize that, but I do want to bring in women, not in women. We have trauma love, and we only view love in such a dramatic fashion. So we don't always recognize what peace looks like, because we just don't innately know what peace feels like.
Yeah.
So it is hard to sit here and say,
yo, wait a minute. Hold up. What'd you just say? Repeat. You don't know. Hold up.
We don't know what peace looks like because we don't know what peace feels like. Yo, I just pulled that out my ass.
Yo, write that in your book, girl. That's gonna be the title of your book.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be the title.
But no, like, seriously, like, we say that 15%, and it's such a small portion, but it rules our lives. Like, drama rules it. Think about all the things that we watch. Think about the conversations we have. Thinking about our parents. Think about the people that we're surrounded. Like, what does peace look and feel like? Because we all crave it, but how do we strive to do it? That's why I said when he told me that, I actually accepted that. Like, gosh, like, peace. Like, I just want to be happy and at peace.
That's real. That's a big one, because I like to think of it like this. And shout out to Patrice O'Neal. I heard this in one of his stand-ups. He was like, he said something to the effect of, like, I want you here, like in the house, but not here, right? Like not here in my space, in my cave, in my, you know what I'm saying? But I want you somewhere in the vicinity, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, but and then what the joke concluded something like, it's the ain't that better joke. I don't know. The folks that are down in here probably know that joke. Ain't that better? And she comes into the room, she nuzzles. Hey, what you doing? How you doing? Ain't that better than I'm right next to you? Oh, it's dark in here. Turn on the light. She turns like, ain't that better? She goes up to the window. It's dark in here. Ain't that better? Like, and it keeps going on and on. But that's true. Is that like, you know, I think peace. Listen, here's the thing. I think that there's a degree of peace. There's a degree of that level of femininity. Yeah. There's because I don't want to argue with you, right? Like, and when I think about like that masculine energy, like I talk about this all the time, like me and my dudes get up and we get up, like it's nothing, but you know, like we just, if we have a disagreement, we might just fight. like legit, like we'll have a wrestling match in the hotel room of the city, right? If shit just starts getting too. And then after that, we good. We done with it. You know what I'm saying? But like, and we're done. And we, you know.
But that's not, you can't just do that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, fortunately, I don't know. No, we don't condone domestic violence.
No. You can't do that with a, you can't do that with a, but with your, that's why you be sitting there like, you know, about to lose your mind when she, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just shout out real quick. Let me go through a couple of the super chats. They started to pile up. Shout out to King Eli. If she can't read, don't wife her. Yeah, that's a basic minimum requirement. King Eli, what type of ladies are you begging with? If she can't read, dog, hold up.
I don't even know where that came from, but I agree.
Yeah, we both agree with you, King Eli. Keep pushing in life. Shout out to Savage Red Recovery. One more again. AMS Rushes is the same. Her feelings are the problem.
My feelings.
Well, he's talking about the emotional, right? Like it's like I did a video not too long ago about. Have you heard of the Hot Crazy Matrix?
Talk to me about
it. It's just like a matrix that shows like how women are how a man is attractive to a woman. Okay. And how a woman is attractive to a man. And what it is like if you look at the y-axis, it's the crazy scale. If you look at the x-axis, it's like how attractive that you are to her. But the crazy scale, the lowest portion is a 4. Like so what the joke is that there's no such thing as a woman who's at not least a 4 crazy. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying?
Like crazy women.
Which is part of the problem.
Trauma and drama. See?
Which is part of the problem. I want dudes not to, because it's like they invite the trauma and the drama into their life.
Peace, but you're turned on by the crazy.
Well, you know what I think that comes from? Over-mothered and under-fathered. That's what I think it comes from. I think it's too many young men who sit at home and watch Love and Hip Hop and think that that's true. Like that's reality.
I'm gonna repeat. There's too many men who watch Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah. Oh, what I say?
Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay.
I thought I said that.
No, I'm making sure men who watch Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah, and like that shit. Oh. Yeah, I think that there is. So then they look at a Love and Hip Hop and they think that, oh, my relationship is not complete unless she wants to bust out my windows. They invite trauma and drama into their relationship, in my opinion.
But they want peace at the same time. Or do they?
I think there's a lot of dudes who have their wires crossed on what it means to be in a healthy, peaceful relationship because of what media has indoctrinated them as what is normal. Yeah. And it's not normal. I sometimes I'm like, I wish I was born like in the 60s when love was love. When the R&B songs was, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. When they was getting it. You know what I'm saying? Now it's let's get it.
Now
it's licking, sticking, flicking, dripping.
Not bad either.
What you mean it's not bad at? You good? Hey.
Don't look at. We good.
Shout out everybody down into the building. Let me get this off. Shout out again to Savage Red Recovery. We are missing some of the super chats. Hashtag toxic masculinity is the answer. Shout out to Red Pill Thanos. He's always gonna come in here and disrupt. Shout out Red Pill. Oh shit, I just missed some. Hold on. Wagwan. Hold on.
No, you guys are really.
Yo, they up in here today. Women are. Oh, women. Yo, Savage, work on your typos before you submit.
Women are agents of chaos.
He also said, give him space and a hot plate and some wet hugs.
Wet hugs?
Shout out to Savage, trolling as per usual. Shout out to Transcending with Pete. Thank you so much, bro, for the $2 super chat. The viscosity should be the 15%. Oh, what he's saying is if you look at the flip, he's saying that the 15% should be within that, and too many dudes look towards like it's a flip equation.
Gotcha.
Shout out to Robert was here. Sorry, bro. I am so far back in the chat. I can't throw it up on the screen. I apologize. According to Free Agent Lifestyle, men want PQF. Oh, peace, quiet, Free Agent Lifestyle. Why does that sound familiar? Peace, quiet, and freedom. Shout out to Coach Greg Adams. That's his in the coach game.
Peace, quiet, and freedom. Okay.
Yeah, the Free Agent Lifestyle is his book. If I'm thinking about that correctly. Peace, quiet, and freedom. No truer words have ever been spoken.
I don't disagree.
Shout out to Coach Greg Adams. He's another content creator on the platform. Shout out Robert. We're here. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Listen, $10 super chats and above. You know what we gotta do? Come on with it.
Okay,
salute. Salute to my G's.
Skull if you watch Vikings.
Hey. I don't watch TV. Okay. I'm a creator. I create TV. Okay.
According to Wikipedia, I Don't Watch TV is a sitcom web series which premiered on the 15th of April 2016.
Shut up, Google.
This show was produced by
Yo.
This web series is based on the real life of the
Yo, that's crazy.
actors and actresses.
I can't believe that the Google just did that. Real quick, let me go back down into the chat. Shout out again to Robert with we're missing so many.
Yeah.
Shout out again to Robert was here. Shout out to Savage Rebel Recovery. Men tell you women don't listen. Savage typos, bro. Do you know what he's saying?
Maybe we don't listen to when men tell us something.
Men tell you women don't listen. Savage, thank you so much for the follow-up $2 super chat. Women are agents of chaos.
That's pretty.
That's intense. Shout out to Boogie Talks. Thank you so much, bro, for the $5 super chat. Peace equals no arguments, good viscosity, respect, good food, motivation, support, proper checks, positive energy, facts.
Thank you for that.
Thank you for that. Shout out to Uncle Chris. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat, my G. We're simple, ladies. Stay pretty. Don't be combative. Think cooperatively. Ooh, not controlling. Hold a decent conversation and don't be in your false masculine energy. Just Jay, I know you're down in there. I haven't forgot about your super chat. They're all putting it down in there. My answer would be relatively the same. Okay. Peace is a huge one. Yeah. Savage Recovery, equal lefts and rights. Shout out to Gary Grant. Thank you so much for the $5 Canuck bucks. Oh, matter of fact, I think Gary's I can put in here. Oh, wait.
You gotta find it.
Oh, there goes Boogies. Okay. Shout out again to Boogie. Shout out again to Uncle Chris. Listen, I'm glad this is a new monitor. I'm glad I got this because apparently I was missing a lot of super chats. Equal rights and equal lefts. Kyle, relax. Always trying to punch somebody. Shout out to Uncle Gary Grant in the building. Peace.
I mean, peach is so.
Peach is simple in any relationship. It is just knowing when to listen and when to talk. What up, nephew? What up, Uncle Gary Grant? Agree, disagree with that one?
Just know when to listen and when to talk. Wow. That's like back in the day when they said women are supposed to, be seen and not heard.
No, I disagree with. So listen,
no, that was like really dramatic, but it's like when to listen and when. I feel like that's just discernment, period. You should just know.
Well, here's the thing. I think that you do that very well because there's some people that I have up here and they're either I'll say something for 15 seconds and they'll start talking over me. And then they'll go on and talk for like 2 minutes. Yeah. And then when they take a breath, I'll try to interject. And then for 10 seconds, I'll go and then they'll start talking over me. And I think that you have a very good way of actively listening. And I was
going to say that. I think that, and this is just not, I said any relationship, whether it's male or female, actively listening and not actively ready to respond is very important. Like that communication goes a long way. Like I promise y'all. Free game.
Free game. Shout out to 99 Space Yak. I see a $5 super chat down in there. Read the book, The Female Brain. Fluctuations in hormones in females monthly and throughout their lives control so much of women's behavior. Yeah, you guys have different chemicals that fire in and around your body.
I mean, thank you for telling me what's going on with myself. Appreciate it.
Shout out to Space 99 Yak. I appreciate the $5 super chat. Shout out to Transcending with P going off in the chat here today. People coming from Black households are holding on the trauma that they experienced in their lives.
Yes.
This trickles into dating lives, which is instrumental in decrease of Black love. Transcending be dropping gems in here.
Yeah, that's so true. Like trauma is hereditary. Like if you aren't trying to break that cycle, and I know just in my own family, we are really trying to, and it's taken a long time to recognize that there is trauma and that it's affecting our lives. Hey!
Where you going? Where you going? Come back here.
Yeah.
We're gonna get it wrong.
Like it's taken a long time to realize like the things that we go through in our Black households in the way that our parents were raised and their parents were raised, it is really affecting like our relationships. And like there's a lot of healing that's been going on in my family, and I think it's helped me with a different perspective of how I'm moving like through the dating scene or whatever. But like I absolutely, it's really impacting like Black love. Black love. Like I said, I don't know what your demographic, but it is. Like I fully agree. It's
the degree of trauma, and it comes from a lot of different sources. Actually, the stream yesterday kind of got sidetracked for a couple of different reasons. But the title of the video was The Effect of Matriarchy.
Okay.
Black matriarchy. 70% of households are a mother raising a child,
right,
within the Black community. And what we were trying to do was to try to break down what has caused that, and then what is the result. I don't know how we concluded that conversation because it went a whole bunch of different goddamn places. But I think that honing in on that, I'm gonna have to do a pre-recorded video because it's such a touchy subject that it's almost like I gotta get the information out and then have y'all comment on it. It's a really hard conversation to have in the moment because it's so delicate and yet so important to point a finger at as to how it has occurred and how it is affecting us going into the future.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
No, transcending with P, like that's,
Listen,
I feel it.
He's staying here dropping knowledge. Shout out to Transcending with P one more again. Shout out to Savage Red Recovery. Shout out, bro. Women over mothered men like chaos. She's quick. She said she was gonna army crawl. She is agile. I think she wants to come on here because she was talking about she's gonna army crawl. Oh, she's blushing. She's light skinned like myself, so we blush from time to time. Women over mothered men like chaos because they get their mother's nature, not the man's nature. Over mothering imprints the chaos spirit on the male. How you feel about that?
I don't even know how to feel about that. Women over mothered men like chaos. Women who over mother men like chaos.
Because always expect the typo with
because they get their mother's nature. So because women equals chaos, that's what they imprint onto their children. It's not in your nature to be chaotic. But over mothering imprints that chaos onto you, which causes conflict. I don't know. I'm just trying to read them between the lines.
That's essentially what he's saying.
Yeah.
So this is like it's the discussion of nature versus nurture.
Yeah.
So here's the thing: is that like there's a degree of how we all operate that is indicative of both, right? This is like a story. There was this cat, right? Cat was pregnant, got hit by a car, lost the use of the two back legs, but was able to have the offspring, kittens. The kittens would watch the mother, how the mother would move, and the kittens were mimicking the mother. So I share that example as a way that, like, if you grew up in a, you know, and here's the thing is I did a live, and I'm going to upload some content later on this week. One of my best friends, he was raised by a single mother, and the live stream that we did a couple of months ago was like the difference between being raised by a single mother, and which was my situation, and a single father. Excuse me, single father was my situation.
Yeah.
Single mother was his situation. And the thing is that I think not in all situations you will come out with a emotional way or a sense or like a, you know, a weird way of handling, an emotional way of handling situations.
Yeah.
If a woman is raising you, it doesn't happen in all cases, but I think that it's more likely to happen that you will more likely have a woman's nature if you are raised by a woman with aunties all around and sisters all around.
The dynamic's different. That's fair.
All right. Shout out again to Savage Road Recovery. Shout out to Samuel Adams. Oh, he's just throwing some love down in there. Great convo and content, guys. Samuel, I appreciate that, my G. All right, we are 4 super chats back. Hold on, we're gonna fly through this. Google, look at it. Shut up, Google. Google was hating. Robots taking over. You heard that shit? You heard that shit? What was Google doing listening to us? Shut up, Google. Shut up. Okay. Always listening. I see y'all down up in here. Listen. Let me go to Rise Above Official. I see you, my G. Hold on. Oh, here we go. That condo was close to the ground, bro. Listen. Yeah, bro. You hear the motorcycles that's happening outside?
He is in the mix.
Listen, I hate them Harleys. Shut up, Harley. You know what I'm saying? Shut up.
The weather's nice. They're out.
Yeah, they all out, especially now. Like now that the corona, everyone's out looking for some viscosity. Shout out to Trevor. What up, Trevor? What up, Trevor? Every time Pip says something off the wall, I will donate 5. Yo, Trevor, here, look, Trevor. I don't know, is Pip down there? I haven't seen Pip. Pip is a frequenter to the live stream. Listen, guys, I usually never drop that down there. That's the Cash App, MTNR, if you prefer Cash App, which is a much more direct way. YouTube takes 30% of the super chats. MTNR, that's the Cash App if you choose to utilize it. If you want. I wonder what she said. Yo, every time that if she says something crazy, put in and then also put in what she says so I can go back and and comment, because I want Em to comment on it off of it as well. Shout out to Trevor. Shout out to Trevor keeping this thing interesting. Sponsor today's show. Shout out to Then There Was Sway. Shout out, my G. Appreciate. Hold on, let me get the.
We got it.
Hold on. Let me get the.
Wow, that's awesome.
Let me get the nuptials ready.
MTR is doing his thing.
Yeah, stop. You stop doxing me now. We good.
I'm good.
We good. Okay.
We got the. I got it.
Yeah, you got it, girl.
Listen, I've been gone for a little bit.
3 things men need to figure out: master, mate, mission equals God we choose to serve. Mate equals the woman you choose to ride with you. Mission, your purpose.
I don't disagree with any of that. God bless you.
Master, mate, and mission. That boy, listen, Then There Was Sway has a book. The woman's job should be to block the drama and not bring you into it.
So I want to throw something out here because I've been reading this book called Loveology, y'all. It's Christian based, so if it only works if you believe in that track. But this master, master probably has people feeling some type of way. But in this book, women are to yield, and so yield. What he says, master equals God we choose to serve. Serving. We kind of get into that whole, serving and being obedient, all those things like that. But
like being a rib, looking at it positive, God, we choose to serve you. My husband, my mate, if that's the way that you go, if you respect him, I'm going to serve you, meaning that I'm going to bring you peace. Like, let's see, because I master, mate, the woman you choose to ride with, your rib. The person who you choose to ride with will choose
to yield to you because you choose to love her in the way that God told you to.
Oh.
And then mission is your purpose. I think we talked about this. You talked about this plenty of time. Men, you need a purpose. If you don't have a purpose, you can't lead. Thank you. Then there was Sway. I appreciate that. I love this.
I say that shit all the time.
I know you do. You are that purpose thing. You say it, man. You have to have a purpose.
What you like every time we come in here, one of the first things you say to me is, "Yo, why you work too much?" Or like,
But your purpose is to bring this content. Yo, I was in a small town in Ohio. Mm-hmm. This man recognized me and said he loves his man. I mean, it's a small town in Ohio. There's not that many people.
Listen, I've had a lot of participators on the channel that's like, yo, I was out somewhere and someone recognized me from your channel.
I was buying weed, y'all.
Oh, I thought you were about to say weed. I was like, demonetized.
Weed. I was thinking like mediocre tutorials. I'm like, what? That's way far. I love that man. I'm like, oh shoot,
that's love.
Yes. So no purpose. Like just have a purpose. Purpose is just bigger than yourself. Whatever is bigger than yourself.
Are you more attracted to a man the more purpose that he has?
Yes.
Oh, look at my eyes go up in the air.
Lord, you know.
Listen, but here's the thing: if you came across a dude and he wasn't well with, because here's the thing, and there's a lot of guys that don't quite understand this, and this is the thing, especially in the dating marketplace. When you first get out of, when you first enter adulthood, a man is at his least valuable, in terms of the dating marketplace. Like, you get some dudes that are just gonna be the apple of a girl's eye, depending upon, what he's involved in, right? His purpose, what he looks like, But generally for most men, that transition from being a kid, being a boy, right? What they say, like women and children first, being a child as a boy, and then crossing that adult threshold. And then all of a sudden for you, for the boy to a man, it ridiculously switches. It switches immediately, and it's not as a parent until you start to look at life just a little bit differently. A lot of that life looking at it differently is from a red pill thought and perspective.
Right.
You understand? So it's an interesting component when you kind of bring it all together as young men mature and helping them understand that, listen, you should not be focused on the viscosity first. You should be focused on finding out who you are and your why and your meaning, because you cannot really be a leader unless you are inspired by, unless you're bringing people along, unless you're, paying shit forward. Like you literally, and the more that you do that, the more soppy the viscosity. Am I lying?
No. And I am and I talked about this many moons ago where, my past situation, it's just like, it failed because he didn't have the vision at front. He didn't know what he was going through or what he wanted to achieve. So when you're still struggling with that purpose, and I think as women, we find a lot of men who are still finding their purpose, and we get frustrated because we're just like, well, why don't you know what you want? It's because he doesn't know what he wants. I much rather have a man, even if he's working for it, just know who he is as a man. Tell him, and own it. Own it. Own who you are as a man, and then that's it. And the chips will fall where they are. But I'm not going to force somebody to figure it out just because it's what I want. And where I am today, I just need him to be confident in who he is as a man. And part of that is understanding your purpose.
A large degree and part of it, dudes should be focused on building up their kingdom, building up their island, because a woman is not going to be a rib to a shitty island, a shitty kingdom. She's not going to want it. She's not going to want it. She's not going to want it. It won't get her feminine. Okay. If she feels like she has to be the leader, she's not going to be in her feminine. She's going to be in her masculine. If she feels like you haven't figured shit out with your indecisive ass, if she feel like she has to make decisions, okay, that shouldn't be her role. It shouldn't be her role. So let me ask you a quick question too. Do you believe in being a rib?
Yes. And I'm going to preface this because I thought about this. This only works for people who believe in it. I'm serious. Like, if you are the type of person who is like equal, do you? But this concept only works for two people who truly believe in this concept. And it's just, I mean, I believe in it. So yeah, I believe in that. And I believe yielding is a gift. It's not something that you should just do. When he has his purpose, you know, in the way that, you know, you feel it, that's when you are, I'm going to yield to you because baby, you going to take care of me. And that's my security. I know I'm secure, so I'm going to yield. And it, again, people have argued with me on this, but I'm not going to argue with you. I said what I said because I believe in it. If you don't believe in it, live your life.
It's safe to say that you are not a feminist.
Not really. But I respect y'all.
Here's the
thing. I'm not gonna argue with y'all.
Well, listen. And the thing is like we talked about earlier, that peace component.
Yeah.
We don't want to be argued with. We do not want to be in competition to make decisions. We don't want to So like, and here's what I say on the degree within it as well is that like this degree of like that feminism movement that I think is inherently trying to make women more masculine.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? It's inherently trying to right. Like now, when I say feminism, I'm talking about this new age shit, not the shit for equal voting, for equal pay.
I believe
all of that. I love.
Yeah, we are equal, but we're different. And I think the issue is we get focused so much on the equality, but we don't recognize that we have two different purposes in life, and that's not equal. And that's in loveology, by the way. And that's actually in the Bible, like. Our paths, and if you're biblical, you know, just basic on the kingdom, we all get the same ticket to heaven, but we all have two different purposes when we're living in this life. We equal, but different. And I think that the difference is lost in culture. Loveology, y'all. This thing has changed my life, I promise you. Our differences are lost in culture. You can disagree. I'm okay with that.
Listen, I oh shit, meant to take this cash app shit. Sorry. I don't even monitor it. Hold on, let me just make sure I'm not missing anything from there since that was on. Let me get to some of these super chats as well, just to make sure that we are addressing everybody with the respect that they deserve. Shout out to Buggy Talks. One way I learned. Shout out to Buggy. Female nature, caps locks, was reading books. Oh, my bad. Let me put it on the screen real quick. About female manipulation books. Tip for men still trying to understand how women operate. Reading is key.
Okay.
What are you getting out there, Buggy? Let's.
What are we reading?
Yeah. What are you getting at? So here's the thing: is that listen, when you understand components of female nature, you know, they're not stronger than us. So they can't just wrestle when the shit is right. It's not fair. So they have to talk to you in different ways with strategy in order to make you do what it is that they want. But you just gotta be smart and critically think about the shit that they're placing in front of you. And you stand there with your frame and you say no. And then she'll get sopping viscosity wet. Am I lying? Am I lying? Sometimes you just got to hear the word no or yes, depending upon what it is. It might be a good idea. It might be a great idea. It might be a fantastic idea. I think assuming that all women are trying to manipulate, I don't think that's a healthy way to think. I don't think that's a healthy way to think. I miss. Oh, Jesus. Hold on. Oh, I see a couple that just came through. My bad. I'm kind of far back. Sorry, guys. You guys are going in tonight. Invest in soundproofing. What?
They're so mad about this daggone motorcycle.
Yo, can y'all hear the motorcycle? Oh, my bad. Can y'all hear the motorcycle like that? I can't even hear it like that. Hold on. Savage, I missed one of your first ones. Invest in soundproofing with all the super chats. I don't think that. Here's what it is. What I have to invest in is a sound gate so you can't hear all the things. But if I'm in my home, you know what I mean? So like I can't soundproof every time that I get up and do a stream. Just deal with it. Okay. Shout out to Savage. I appreciate you, my G, as always. She is low-key level up. Oh, good super chat because I feel like it's good to talk about this. I know you don't know what the level up is.
No.
M is a 10%er.
I don't even know what that means.
You don't know what it means. I think they know what that means.
Okay.
So when I say a 10%er, you make in the top 10%. I don't want to put all your business out like that, but from my knowledge, you make in the top 10% of people that live in the United States of America.
Okay.
So Savage is assuming that you don't provide for yourself, and she does, Savage. So here's the thing, because I see him say that, and I think that he has a perspective not based off of reality.
Okay.
But you provide for yourself.
Yes.
You're that top 10%. I believe it's like, I want to say it's like $80,000 a year. I forgot the math, but I have a website. It's called What Percent Are You?
Okay.
Maybe I'll bring it back up for fun, for shits and giggles.
No, I provide for myself very well, but thank you.
Yeah.
She said the assumption.
He's saying low key level up, I think, because you said that you're okay with being a rib, but there's an assumption there that you do not provide for yourself. Mm-hmm. That level up crew, the ones of the negative YouTube channels that I'm thinking about, they're more gold diggers. Right. And they're leveling up because they can't do it on their own. Yeah. There's a key distinction and difference there.
And I think it's important that I say that understand who you are as a man, because that's how women yield. The dollar amount I make to provide for myself is just my dollar amount. My security lies with how my man provides and leads for me. And providing is not always financial. So if I'm gonna provide peace, provide that, what are you providing too? It's not always a financial thing. So, but thanks for the assumption.
Shout out to Red Pill Thanos. If she was a feminist, I would have snapped already. Shout out Red Pill. Shout out to Demon Days. Damn, the lady going in. Shout out to y'all. What up, Demon? How are you, my G? Good to see you. I think it's my first time seeing you donate. Let me see.
I seen a Pip going in there. I feel like, that
Pip is going off.
I don't know. Somebody said that Pip. I don't know. I saw it, but I know you said to say something, but
I don't know. Oh, Savage, did I misconstrue what you say? My bad, my G. I might have misconstrued, because he gonna call me out if I misconstrue some shit. My bad if I misconstrue some shit. That's not what I said. Yeah, maybe I misinterpreted. It is what it is, bro. My bad.
It happens.
Yeah, we're live and direct. There's no editing. There's no editing. Oh, look at people saying that's not what Kyle is saying. Shout out to Guzzo. Yeah,
Kyle. Who's Kyle?
Oh, Kyle. That's Savage River Recovery. Oh. They know him by Kyle because he's usually in here going off on his other account. But Savage River Recovery is his YouTube account.
Okay.
He now uploads content to YouTube as well.
We apologize. Clarify it.
Yeah, my bad, bro. We're over here trying to decipher your super chats and shit. Shout out to Gerard to 10% earn 90K. Yeah, I know it's somewhere around there.
Okay, so. That's fine.
Here goes Pip Pip. She wonderfully explains her points.
Oh, Pip Pip Cheerio. I really like that because I'm so into British stuff.
Pip Pip Cheerio.
Yeah.
so Pip Pip comes up here and she talks as well.
Hey, I like that. I like Pip Pip Cheerio. That's good.
Shout out to Trevor. Who should pay for the first coffee date?
Wow. Okay.
You want my answer or
you can ask?
I'm cool with paying for coffee. $5, $10.
I don't drink coffee.
Oh, you don't drink coffee?
I don't drink coffee.
All right, so listen, let me ask you a question. If you had a dude that you just met, let's say it was linked up from a coworker, and let's say you met him on a Friday night and a Saturday. On Tinder. You met him on Tinder, and he said, "Yo, let's go to this quaint coffee shop up the block."
I'll go because they always sell tea.
Oh, so you just don't drink? I thought you were gonna say you don't do coffee dates, but you're saying you just don't drink.
I just don't drink coffee. That's why I just put that out there because he capitalized it. I'm like, well, I don't drink it, but no. I think honestly, a date is a date. I am kind of old school with that. I mean, I know it could be $5 or whatever, but after that, I'm not going to sit here and tell you who should do what. That business at that point is between those two people. So how they negotiate, do their dates after that, that's between them. I'm not going to argue about what people do in their lives.
There it is. Shout out again. Thank you, Trevor, so much for the $2 super chat. Shout out to Savage Rev Recovery. You're good. We equal on the soundproofing. Bro, I I'd have to research it. I don't know. But the thing is like I don't think you can hide a decibel that loud of a Harley.
Yeah, those bikes are really loud.
They're really loud, and they're literally right outside. Like I'm right outside of the. Yeah. So well, I'll listen out for it, and when they come, I'll be quiet for a quick second, and we'll get back in it. Shout out to Savage Rev Recovery. Let me see. Let me see. There's a lot of okay. Listen, you want to get back into the actual content because we've gone away from the hold on. Let me shout out to Demon Days. Appreciate the $5 super chat, my cheap. Oh yeah, get the other lady in here. Oh shit, they calling you out. Don't be scared. Get in the mix. Let's get more opinions. Come on. There's a lot of exclamation points in there.
I mean,
let's get more opinions.
I think he's just trying to see what she looked like.
What? Oh, that could be a possibility. She's doing the light skin blush. She's a hue of orange right now that she wasn't when she first came in here.
That's what she's doing, y'all.
She's trying not to laugh. She looks like she's about to pop.
She's hiding. She's doing this as if you guys can see her.
Yeah. It's just me and M looking at her. She's a shy one. She's a shy one. Oh, there she go. She down in there. Demon, we're gonna work on her. We're gonna make her comfy. Listen, if she didn't see M go through this, there's no way that she wouldn't come in here. So we'll see. Maybe she feels comfortable with it. Well, I've known her for a long time. I highly doubt it.
You highly doubt it? I highly doubt it.
Listen, it's not Mo. It's M's best friend. This is a person who has not been on the channel before. Come on. Let's address some of the super chats and then let's get back down into the.
Because we can go to the second part too.
All right, you ready, girl? You having fun? Hold on, we gotta do a gut check real quick. You having a good time?
This is actually really cool. Hang on, Kappa body count check. Lord, first of all.
Wait, what? The Pence rule.
She is down for Tinder. Kappa body count check. Well, my ex was a Kappa. My ex-husband.
Oh,
so
I wasn't even going to share that, but you want to talk about that?
I don't know. I'm just kind of clearing that up. First of all,
so you were married.
I was married. Happened to be a Kappa, Mr. Pence rule channel. I don't even know how I feel about you. Pence is trash.
We definitely got some Kappas that's down into the building. You know what I'm saying?
Fine. Do you?
Listen, but you just dropped a goddamn bomb.
I mean, I said it earlier. Yes, I'm post-divorce.
Did you say it earlier? I must have missed it.
Yeah, because somebody was like, divorce. That's when you told me to stop reading the chat.
Oh, okay. I must have missed it. Yeah.
Yes. So, Kappa body count. First of all, do you have a problem with Kappas? Sorry.
What happened?
What happened?
Oh, no. Well, I didn't hear that.
No, that's fine. Okay, good job. But yeah, my thing is like, do you have a problem with Kappas? What's your Kappa body count?
So you were married to a Kappa.
I was.
I don't see shaming tactics in the chat on board. Shout out to Buggy Talks. We got a respectful in the building. Buggy.
I guess I'm not.
No, he's not talking about you. He's talking about the live chat.
Y'all need to be a little bit more controversial for him.
Yeah, well, listen, because Buggy's like the chat bodyguard. Like he gets down in there and starts. If he sees any bullshit, he gets down in there and he starts throwing elbows. So is Savage Rev Recovery. He be down in there. Savage Rev Recovery gave out his address last night in the live chat.
Did anybody go?
No. I'll look into soundproofing. That'll be my next project.
It's because the weather is super. I promise y'all, like they just out right now.
Listen, but here I think it's an exponential more because there's a lot of people who haven't ridden their bike since last summer. Yes. So we'll make it through here, guys. Yeah. Listen. Apparently the chats. I haven't been able to look at the normal chat, but apparently it's in check because Boogie is bored. He needs to go down in there. I'm just fooling with you. Shout out to Savage Rev Recovery. I appreciate that, my G, as always. Shout out to Johnny Van. Every time I look at his name, OG, Bobby Johnson, OG. That's what I look at when I see Johnny Van Johnson. Shout out, my G. Come on, man.
Yes. Salute and skull. I don't care.
Salute and skull. Shout out, JoJo. That was a laugh from the inner cortex.
They don't know you, girl.
That was it. She over there acting like she don't want to come through. You want to read that?
Yeah,
one?
I appreciate chicks like her. I'm fortunate in that I've been able to encounter high value integrity women. A lot of dudes see chicks and become suspicious because they've never seen it. I mean, the high value and integrity women are out there. Like I don't think it's not the norm. I just think that we're not as loud. Kind of just like, politics. You got the opposing, sides. The polar are very loud, but there's that happy medium that's out there, but they're just not loud. So absolutely. Thank you.
Listen, you got, like I told you, you was a fan favorite when you was back in here in September. There's a lot of people that are down in here right now that haven't seen your videos.
She gonna say he cheated. He didn't cheat, but thanks, homie. All these assumptions, y'all cool.
A Kappa broke my heart too, girl.
Listen,
why did this come through at this point?
No, she's not coming through. I promise you doesn't. Pip cheer. I just love your name. I don't know. Kappa broke my heart. Listen, girl.
Cheers.
Red cups.
Red cup talk. Let's get the red cup talk. 40 is coming, so you'll be getting a cat.
I have a dog.
Just dog. There it is.
And I'm not close to 40, but okay, whatever.
Shout out to Trevor. Would you get married again and why? Fantastic question.
Absolutely. So I loved being married. I will always say this, just because my marriage didn't work out doesn't mean that it turned me off from marriage. It helped me learned. Oh my gosh. It helped me learn what marriage truly is, because I don't think I went into it right either. I'll admit that. I think I went into it with the best intentions ever, but I didn't understand it the best way ever. And I was 25. And I think for myself, it was young. And I think the both of us came in with two different perspectives and two different expectations, which we did not communicate. So now that I am where I am now, I'm able to communicate my expectations, my needs, and my wants, what I really want from a man. And honestly, at this point, it's just like, who are you? And do you own that aspect of your life? Like, what's your purpose? For me, faith-based, of course, but I hope I answered the why, but yeah, absolutely. Now, will I spend $30,000 getting married again? No. But,
it's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money. It's a lot of money for the spectacle. I don't believe in the spectacle. I believe in marriage. I don't necessarily believe in the wedding, because all those people are rooting for you in the way that you think they are. You're spending a lot of money for people who just watching and waiting, which I'm pretty sure a lot of them watched and waited to see, this happen. If I have a marriage, I want it to be like, me, him, and God, and then the people who I know is going to hold us accountable to stay married. So that's where I am in life. Very good question.
Let me ask you another question on top of that. What do you think led to you not understanding the role?
What I saw. So I grew up in a household very, very differently. My mom was the breadwinner, and my dad wasn't. But I saw it affect. But all I saw was like, my dad took me everywhere. My dad cooked. My dad, and I'm not going to go into circumstances, but the circumstances led my dad to be the one who got me from point A to point B, from school to this and that. And my mom was working. And so I saw my mom as this, the superwoman. But as an adult, again, this is where the healing comes in. We have a child lens, but we never get to talk to our parents from an adult perspective, because we always remain in a child's place, even as an adult.
Keep going.
We do. So when I was able, going through my divorce and everything, and I was trying to figure out what it was, I realized that I was trying to avoid becoming what my parents were, but not literally understanding what marriage is. And I'm very much, into my faith and whatnot. So I'm thinking marriage is going to solve problems. Marriage is going to get me the husband. It's logical. My mom said, you can't get married until you get your degree. 2 degrees later, cool, sweet. Got a great guy. He proposes. I'm going to have babies. We're going to live this life. It didn't happen in that way. And so I had this false reality of what marriage was. I was willing to work at it. Believe me, I was willing to work at it. But when you're not on the same page with the person that you married, and then expectations start falling through because you didn't communicate what you expected from each other, it just went downhill. Do I believe that, my marriage could have worked? Absolutely. But it only works when 2 people want it to work. You can't have one person fighting. So once you get out of that space, you do your healing, you find your support system and you learn. I'm not even going to talk about marriage. Any relationship, learn from it. Don't just remain a victim of it. You have to learn from your past, because if you want that peace, you want that happiness, then you have to do the work to do it. Your healing is on you. It has nothing about to do with them. Like somebody said, oh, she wants to say he cheated. Even if he did, which he didn't, even if he did, that has nothing to do with me and my healing. So I'm not going to sit there and wear it as a badge of honor because that's what happened. I wish him nothing but the best. I love him. I hope that he has a great life. I hope he gets what he wants, because that's what I want for myself. So
there it is. What Boogie says, sounds like she got married before the hoe phase. There's an assumption that there's a hoe phase, but apparently
sounds like she got married before her hoe phase. You think I'm in my hoe phase today?
I think this is an assumption that I think there's an assumption that a hoe phase happens at some point, but what I think he's also trying to say is I think he's also trying to say that you got married early.
I did, but people were on their bald head hoe shit way before bald head hoe shit became a thing.
Oh.
So I don't like the hoe I don't like that term, but no, I was ready to get married. I honestly was. I was ready.
There it is.
I didn't feel like I was missing anything.
Shout out to Demon Days. Demon is donating to get you up on here.
He is trying to get you on the screen.
He must have liked what he saw when you scurried by.
Did you
when
see
you
her?
Hustled by.
Did you see her booty? No,
was it in frame? I don't know. I'll move my shoulder next time, guys.
Yeah,
I'll go like this the next time that I hear her scurry. Next time I hear her scurry, I'll move over there. Shout out to Demon Days. Appreciate the $2 super chat. Listen, let me go back down in there. I feel like I'm missing some shit. Hold on. And listen, here's the thing is I appreciate you documenting. Oh, we got another one. I agree with Demon. Get your friend's opinion on screen. Oh my. They want to hear.
They are paying for your ass. This is like, what's that thing called again?
Super chats.
No, that thing where they prostitute.
No.
You got some only.
You got some OnlyFans. Hey.
Just to see your face.
Look. She got a booty. Look. Listen. Oh shit.
This is hilarious.
Just a real quick comment before we get back down into the,
okay.
Here's the thing is that I appreciate you sharing that because listen, you went through you're on the other side. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're on the other side of what a lot of the dudes that are watching this have not even stepped foot in to the marriage, fiance,
it's
all
scary.
that stuff.
Marriage is scary.
So now that you're on the other side, you have learned an incredible amount about yourself, about the sanctity of marriage.
Sanctity. Who said that one more time?
Sanctity of marriage. You like that? You like that?
There.
You like that shit? So you've learned a lot more about it, about yourself, right? Like so to be able to come on the other side of it and still have a cup half full, perspective. I think it's interesting to see. I think it's different when it wasn't an annulment or like what like because you went your own way and he went his own way, right? There wasn't.
We did the paperwork. We did the paperwork together. There was no lawyers. We filled that out. Do
you feel free to answer this? Yes or no? Were you the breadwinner? You could say you don't want to answer that.
If I say I don't want to answer that, then obviously it makes an answer.
Well, not necessarily.
Yes.
Oh, you were.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's a fair statement.
Okay.
No shade on him. That's a fact. Yes.
Okay. Shout out, and I appreciate you sharing that because it's your story, it's your history. You know what I'm saying? What was being married reinforce or changing your views on men? Oh, Jesus, the good man. Good question. And hopefully black men, if he was
black.
He was black. He's a Kappa.
He was light skinned.
Why you look at me like that?
MTR, I love you. Okay. What has being married reinforced or changed on your views on men? Innately men want, I'm not gonna say they want marriage, but they want just that, again, peace. Like you find out so much, it's like hindsight's 2020. You find out so much about the situation when you're not in the situation. And so that's why it was not easy. Like once, we decided to divorce, it's just like, I understood what he was going through mentally. And what I really appreciated about him, he says, I don't want to ruin your life because you deserve happiness. And I know I can't give that to you. When you're in that moment, when you're hearing that, you don't see it. But once you remove yourself from that and you're just like, what is this man going through? And that's like I said, we divorced amicably. So I just understand that there's just a lot that goes on with being a Black man. There's a lot of pressure, especially if you come from a very strict background or your people expect something of you and you almost feel forced to do it. I just think that men are ready when they're ready.
Say that one more time.
Men are ready. Men are ready when they're ready. And that's why I said, find out who you are. And it's almost like the stars have to align, everything has to be in place. You can be the perfect woman, but it doesn't matter if he's not ready for that. And I respect that. And just be honest about that. Like, hey, you're great, but I'm not where you are. Cool. Nice to meet you. Awesome. And hopefully, but yeah, and Black men. I love Black men. I think they're kings no matter where they are in life. I just know that there's so much potential with them. As long as you're just reaching for your highest potential and you're not just out here just being ain't shit, which there's a lot of you who are, and you own it, which I respect, but I ain't fooling with you. So
some of us don't own it.
I appreciate the ones who do, because again, you let me know up front what you're about at this moment, and and then I make a decision at that point if I want to be on my whole shit or if I want to move on and pursue something that's more stable for me. Like, let us women make a decision. Don't just assume that some of us ain't trying to get down with the get down.
There it is. I appreciate you sharing that. Shout out to Uncle Phineas. This is my second uncle right here. Well, I say second, but just because Gary Grant, I saw him in here. Uncle Gary, we saw him in here earlier. Shout out to Uncle Phineas. Shout out for the $5 super chat. Just because you like and or attracted to a person does not mean you are supposed to be with them, especially in marriage. Yes.
And I think that's we say like why marriage fails nowadays. It's like it's just different. Again, there's a lot of culture that's in marriage. If you take out, just the religious aspect. I think you had a question a long time ago. It's like, what's the benefit of marriage? It only benefits if you believe in it, because you truly can get the same thing out of it. But if you believe in the institution, the covenant, the sanctity of it, you benefit from it. If you don't believe in it, you're not gonna benefit from it.
What I think a lot of people are scared about is they look at the cycle, right? Like in the complete value stream of marriage may include divorce, and then that's what they're scared of. Yeah. Or during a marriage, she gains 130 pounds.
Relationships. Listen, I gained and I'm still losing. Hey,
you're still working.
I'm still working, but a lot of that had to do with fertility and hormone shots. Shout out to the person who was reading our female hormones as a male. But all right, marriage and relationships equals giving. Yes, don't do either if you're not there to give and sacrifice. Period. With the T.
Let me go back down up into the chat. Let me see. Ken, we coming up to you, Ken. What the hell? Ken, there's no incentive for a man to get married. The divorce rate is 50%. Yo, y'all are killing the chat here tonight. And a lot of them are driven to suicide when they lose kids and finances, government plus marriage. Bad for men. Ken, 1990, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. You know what I mean? Come on with it. Sorry, it's scrolling so damn fast.
I've had this conversation, and I feel like if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. I can't argue with that, because if you're going based off statistics, yes, but
shit,
what's that? $100.
Oh shit, we got a new sponsor. We got a new sponsor for tonight. Shout out to C Smith _ the ruler.
But what's that? What's the eyes?
That's just the hard eyes. I don't know. He's just watching something.
Is that an OnlyFans?
No, that's the OnlyFans shit.
I don't know.
Shout out to C. Smith, the ruler. Thank you so much for the $100 super chat. That's just the eyes. That's just the eyes. Shout out to C. Smith.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't just see that till just now. The thing is, the chat is moving. The chat. I've never seen the chat move this quick. Just FYI. Listen, by the way, we got over 300 people that's down into the building right now, guys. Hit that goddamn like button. Hit that. We should have. If it's over 300 people in here right now, we should have over 300 likes. Over 300 likes. Okay, over 300 likes. Go down there and hit that like button because we bringing you that real. We bringing you that raw. You understand what I'm saying?
Trying.
And let's. What you mean trying? You doing that, girl?
Yeah.
No sponsor. Shout out to C. Smith. One more again. Listen, we gotta do a special cheers.
Like I don't have nothing to cheer to.
Hold on. Yes, you do.
Okay.
Yes, you do.
Listen, don't be laughing over there because somebody said third. Hang on. Then there was Sway, third vote. Burn your ass.
Listen, we got people over here that's like, yo, come through. I low key. I think C. Smith wants you to come through.
Last time.
Hey, hold on. Let me make sure your cup is respectable. Is that enough for? We got more down up here.
I'm gonna try to stop sipping. Y'all got me sipping for real.
Listen, we got a sip to that. Shout out to C. Smith. He got us over here ready to go.
Yes.
Cheers. Salud, C. Smith.
Let's go.
Boom. Salud to you, my G. Spicy. Shout out. Listen, new sponsor of the show. Hold on. Let me try to find the next chat. Shout out to Derek Benton. Appreciate the $10 super chat, my G. What up, MTR? Keep it light, bro. Shout out, bro. I wholeheartedly appreciate that. We're gonna continue doing the goddamn thing. Okay. You didn't think it was gonna be this fun, by the way.
This is actually really interesting, yo.
Yeah. Are you enjoying yourself?
I am. Okay. Thank you.
We're gonna keep. How much extra time do you have?
Just not 3 more hours. Got it.
We're not gonna do all of that, but we're gonna keep the conversation going as long as you guys are finding value in the conversation. You understand what I'm saying? Real quick. Let me keeping on. Shout out to Buggy Talks. Appreciate the $5 super chat. Pip, chop. Here goes Buggy. Got in there throwing them elbows. Pip, chop. Stop trying to shame men supporting MTR. I would rather give my money to man on his purpose than take a woman on a date. Let the games begin. I'm not sure what Pip said.
I don't either.
But Boogie, I appreciate the $5 super chat. That's why the chat is going off. When they start arguing with each other in the chat, that's when it goes off. Shout out to Savage Road Recovery. There are no perfect women.
I mean,
Is there a perfect dude?
No. But I'll take his imperfections. Everybody has their vice. The question is, are you willing to put up with it? Or are you willing to work through that vice? Are you willing to vocalize, hey, I see you do this. I don't know if that's something you recognize. Can we talk about it? So if you're always willing to better yourself and you're honest with your partner, I think it can work. If it's something that they're just like, that's just one of their quirks, you have to decide if that's something you can do. So the 99 was for her OnlyFans. Sorry.
The 99 was for her OnlyFans. Hey. We gonna get her on here.
Y'all really not gonna get her on here. Y'all gonna give this money and she ain't gonna be on the screen.
We gonna get her on here. Shout out to the good man. Appreciate the $2 super chat. Shout out to Dr. B.O.A. He's another content creator. Fantastic content on the channel. Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate the $10 super chat. The thought phase never ends. And I want your opinion on what it is that we're about to go through. The thought phase never ends. A woman eventually walls out. Okay, I think age is out of the dating game is what he's saying.
Okay.
By walls out. I know you're not familiar with the term, the wall.
Yeah.
She then runs out of enticing options and settles into settling down. Okay. If she marries early, she'll be a beast later. Salud, bro. Okay. Peace, chat. Salud to you, Dr. B.O.A. I appreciate the super chat as always, my dude. The thought phase never ends.
The thought phase never ends. I mean, that's a good point. 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 I mean, that's a good I'm trying to, I don't know how to respond to this. She then runs out of enticing options. Like, I understand that second statement because I think I talked about that. Like, there's a level of desperation at a certain age a woman feels, and we almost take what we can get. So I do get that. And she settles into settling down. One thing I learned from coming out of that is I have my non-negotiables and I have things that I can work through. And so, settle and I realized there were a lot of things in my past relationship that I realized I settled for, but you don't recognize that up front. You really don't recognize that when you're into it because you're willing to allow a lot of things because you want that situation to work out. But when you get into that desperation phase, and I know a lot of women get into that, you start just settling, you start accepting things, and you start enabling bad behaviors from men who really don't have a full purpose. If she marries early, she'll be a beast later. Meaning, if she marries early and then divorce, she'll be a beast later. Like, I really want to. Yeah.
And here's the thing. Let me ask you a follow-up question to that. Here's the thing, because I think like just as many dudes that are caught into the matrix, there's women that are caught into the matrix. So, like, what is there anything like if you can go back to your younger years and you could instruct young M and say, this is what you need to know about life, what would that thing be or things be?
Don't worry about men as early as I did. I was so caught up in that
picturesque kind of ending of life.
Like, you go to school, you get your career, you get your husband, you have your children, and vulnerable moment. Like, I had fertility issues. So when you have this image in your head and things aren't sequentially working in the way that you expected, your life is just like, but I did everything. You got people out here just having babies. Like, why can't I give my husband what, I want to give him? So I want to go back to my old self and just say, slow down. Like, think about what exactly is it that you want out of life, not the first guy who pursues you. And he wasn't the first guy, but he really was that person who, treated me very, very well. Like, our relationship was really good. It just really was really bad at the end. Like, treated me very well. Wanted to provide for me, wanted to build this life with me. And I was really enamored by that. But I didn't actually know exactly what I wanted. And as I was going through therapy, even with him, it's just like, well, what do you expect from each other? And when we had our expectations, neither one of us met them. Because we were like, it's like, okay, this is what I expected, but we never talked about that when I was 22. Because I was 22 when I met him, and 25 when I married him. But at 22, you're like, you're just getting out of college. You're like, you're still trying to find yourself. And, I'm not saying that people who get married early don't make it out, but this is more for me. Like, I was still learning about myself. Who I am today, I think I'm the best version of myself ever. And I feel so much more confident in pursuing a life that ends in marriage than I did when I was at 25. So,
okay.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. I think that, for you to go through a situation like that and to come out with them learnings like that of what you would teach your younger self, I think that it's important. You know what I'm saying? But I wish that stories like that would more proliferate the ideas and the minds of, those that share your same gender.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Because I think that the realization of the things that you've came to is healthy realizations. Yeah. It's healthy. Shout out again to Dr. B-Away. Appreciate the $10 super chat. Listen, and then we got the Goodman just said there's one dislike in the house. Guys, 2 dislikes. Of course, they're gonna come through and they're gonna try to dislike on the video. That means all you guys that's not into the video, you gotta hit on that like button. Wholeheartedly would appreciate that. So go up and hit on that like button as you guys come into the building. Now, going back down into the chats real quick. Savage Red Recovery. He says, you said you could be a perfect woman. Did you say that?
I don't remember saying that because I'll tell you one thing. I am not perfect in any capacity.
Shout out to Savage Red Recovery.
But if you heard that, I'll tell you right now, I'm not perfect. I can't be perfect.
Robert was here.
I will never promise that.
Shout out to the $10 super chat, celebrating 10 years of marriage in November. Yes. People like the idea of marriage, just like people like the idea of working out. That's real. Many want without putting in the mandatory work required.
I received that. I absolutely received that. Thank you. Because the idea is really powerful. and actually putting in the work is a completely different story. And you only know if you in there. So congratulations to 10 years of marriage. I hope that you can teach people, from your perspective on how to get to 10 years. I didn't even make it to 5. So again, much respect to you.
Shout out to Robert was here. Appreciate the $10 super chat. Shout out to Demon Days. Well, Demon keep coming back. Demon keep coming back. Well, if she ain't got 3 hours, get her on here. Let's go.
They got money to waste.
I'm all in at this point. MTR, get a shot some on here. I got money to waste. Come on.
She said you good. Keep.
I think that they probably heard her. Wait, hold on. Say it one more time. I'm putting the mic towards you. Hey.
Do you like her voice? Keep it. She might keep speaking.
Come on. Are you recording us back?
No.
Oh, I thought you was recording us. Demon, we're gonna get her to come over here. You know what I mean?
This is my girl since 2007, y'all. I love her.
She's my light-skinned brethren. You know? Look how goddamn. Am I really that pale? Hold on, let me fix the gut. Am I this pale? I'm not normal. Look at the screen.
No, this screen is making you look really light.
Hold on, I'm changing. Oh, there we go. There's my.
Okay, that's probably more normal because you was looking like.
I don't look like that normally.
You look sick.
Yeah, I don't look like that. I got a little bit of color. Shit. All right, guys. Also, for MTR, would you get married? Why or why not? Here's the thing. When I look at,
I've always wanted to know this question.
Well, listen. let me answer this question. It's a fantastic question. Let me answer from what I know, which is based off of the data that I consume. Based off the data I consume, I am at a disadvantage from a court, especially because like when I date, typically it's going to be down, meaning that I'm looking for younger women, and when younger women come into my life, age is going to be correlated within that. So within that, and considering what I'm going to put myself at risk for, no. I don't think, based off the things that I know thus far within that, I don't think that my lifestyle would gel well with the confines as it is defined for me. I think that there's degrees of being joined in a long-term relationship that you can get without having to put all the chips up for that. You understand what I'm saying? So that's my answer. Here's the thing, too, is that like in your ex-husband's example, you were the breadwinner.
Yes.
I am happy that he didn't come for your pockets the way that many women come for men's pockets when they are the breadwinner.
So I'm going to put a caveat on that. We were on the same playing field when I started dating. The gap increased. It widened as I continued to, progress in my career. Yeah, so we were far off when we first started. It just so happened that's where it ended up.
There it is. All right, let me keep on going. Down, baby. CG Flame. That is the next. CG Flame. Oh, here we go. Shout out to CG Flame in the building. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. You want to read this one?
Yeah. When it comes to relationships, good men are easy to get but hard to keep. Good women are hard to get but easy to keep. Good men are easy to get but hard to keep. I don't know. I think good men are hard because you have to go through a lot to find that good man. And once you find the good man, usually the term good means that they're ready for whatever you are ready for. I mean, there's a lot of good men out there that are not ready for whatever you're ready for. So, let's define that. Good men are out there, but the good man for you is going to be for you. And if he's for you, then keeping, however you want to define that is what it is. Good women are hard to get, but easy to keep. Do you, bro? Good women are hard to get, but easy to keep. I feel there's so much more good women out there. Like I don't like that narrative, and I'll tell you off rip, I don't like that narrative that there's not a lot of good women. We're just not out. I do believe I'm a good woman. You know, again, subjective. You don't have to agree with me. I believe there's a lot of good women out there. It's just, again, they're not as loud. Are people out there?
Yo, they partying out there.
Like probably out there twerking with their booty cheeks out.
Yeah, it sounds like everything that they're used to seeing. That's what I.
Yeah. Again, them are easy to keep. Those girls out there outside the window.
What's happening out there?
Booty cheeks out?
What's happening? Are they twerking out there?
Oh, they twerking outside.
Shit. Yo. Oh, I need to go outside.
Those are the women that are easy to keep because they look. Yeah. So again, I don't like that narrative that good women are hard to get. There's a lot of us where they're just not as loud. They're not going to put themselves out there. They're not going to have their bodies made up. They're not going to have their cheeks out or whatever. They're going to be more conservative. They're going to have less likes, less squirt emojis, less heart emojis. They're out there. It's just you're going to see the louder ones who are the more, the more obtainable in your opinion at that point. I'm gonna respectfully disagree because I just believe there's more good women out there than you think.
Shout out again to CJ Flame. I appreciate the $5 super chat. Shout out to Christian Bound. Any advice for us in our 20s? Salud, muchos gracias. Any advice at all? Nigga,
take your time. Like again, our lives are different. I say take your time, but at the same time, I lost a friend at 32 years old just a week ago. Take your time and live your life. Like really find out who you are, because the moment that you go to heaven or whatever, or space, whatever you believe in, I want you to be able to say, I lived in the way that you want to live. So advice, like get to know who you are. Take the time. Don't look at yourself from somebody else's view. Don't feel like you need to, have a purpose because somebody else gave you one. It's intrinsic. Please, figure out who you are, especially in your early 20s.
Here's gonna be my side of that. Figuring out who you are and what you want to do in your life might be one of the most difficult things that you embark on doing. It's difficult for a reason. It's tough for a reason. It's for a reason people choose not to look at it, and then those people go off in life and then end up, just chilling, and then they don't ever hit their expectations. Those are the same people that, on their deathbed, they're like, I wish I did this. I wish I did that. No. Figure it out early. We all have one life to live.
Yeah.
You're living your own life. Okay. Don't live it in the image of someone else. Live it for you. Live it in your own image and figure out what your image is to become, because it's going to be different than my image. It's going to be inherently different because we're two different people. Figure it out. Here's the thing. You're going to try shit. Before I figured this shit out, I started doing this, all the type of shit that I was trying.
All type of shit. He's dedicated, y'all know. Like, this man is dedicated.
All types of shit. I had a drum kit. I thought I was gonna be a drummer for a little while.
Jesus.
I had I joined gymnastics classes. I was like a gymnast for a little while. I tried all types of shit because at the end of the day, I don't know my perspective on something until I actually do it. And I will never take anyone else's perspective on something, right? Like, all these, especially within Black culture, there's you're going snowboarding. Black people don't do that. Shut up.
Yes, we do.
Shut up. Shut up. I'm not going to live by your very tight frame of of how a human should live life. Shut up. Shut up.
We skydived.
I hate. Yeah, we went skydiving. We went skydiving.
Like, we do that.
I hate people that just want to put you in a bucket based off what you look like, and just limit and make your view of the world myopic based on their view. Shut up. Live your own shit. Create it on your own. Okay.
What he said.
Hold on. Let me go back. Shout out to Christian Brown. I appreciate the $10 super chat. Hold on. Where my soundboard at? Bong. Shout out to Malcolm S. She's scamming. The chat not coming on yet. Oh.
But y'all paying.
The voice is good, but bring her out so we can see.
But y'all paying. Like, I don't know if it's a scam if y'all out here got money to blow.
She's a light bright with natural hair.
I mean, she's a cutie patootie.
She's a light bright with natural hair and respectable curvature.
Well, thank you.
Oh, she didn't blush that time. She ate that.
She was like, I know.
She ate that one. She ate that one. All right, hold up. I just saw a slew. Shout out to SB. They appreciate the 15. SB, leave a message for us. We're going to address whatever it is. You understand what I'm saying? But shout out to SB. They appreciate the $15 super chat. Hold on. SB and then Pip. Oh, Pip. Come on, Pip. What'd you say, girl?
Yeah.
Let me bring that up. Pip. Shout out for the $10 super chat. Pip. I love your guess. Oh, go ahead.
No, I super like.
You know what? Let me go run to the restroom and then you reread. You read that.
You gotta pee. He gonna leave me alone. Maybe she'll jump in there.
Can I let my biological human factors play a part in how I?
Please go relieve yourself.
Okay. I appreciate you. You mind addressing what she's about to say? I'll be back in 47 seconds.
47 seconds. Y'all heard that.
Jeez.
Does he do this normally?
All the time, and usually there's no one else here.
So he leaves y'all hanging.
No. Here's what I do now, because I used to feel bad. So here's what I do. I would throw up like so they can watch something while I go. Like I have like all these things that play. Bong.
And y'all stay?
Look at it. Bong. Yeah, they fucking stay. They love me. Shut up. Boom. Look at it.
47 seconds.
This shit is look at that shit. That shit is beautiful. That shit is beautiful.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna be right back.
Cheerio. I'm gonna address it. You got 47 seconds.
All right. I'll be right back.
All right. I love your guest perspective. I learned not to enter into a relationship with expectations for my partner, and instead with goals I want to accomplish with my partner. Goals, expectations, yes. Like I know that's like the hardest thing I had to learn, because I went into marriage expecting him to be a husband, but I didn't know what I needed from a husband. And so instead with goals, I have goals for myself. You got goals for yourself, and you have, you can see what your relationship wants to look like, but the expectations, and I think you can at this point focus on yourself before you start expecting him to do something, because he's going to come with his own expectations. And the question for yourself is, can I meet those expectations? And sometimes it's a no. Like you got, sometimes their expectations are here, and sometimes their expectations like, I can work with that. So like, I really, agree with that. Dude, that's all I had. Like, I don't know how to answer that. But thank you, Pip. I really do love your name though. Like it's giving me so much London British vibes, and I am obsessed with Europe. He's washing. He's washing his hands, by the way. What? Oh, he's at 57 seconds. My girl over here timed him. He is super late.
You a time king. You a hater. It's always got to be the
hang on. What is it? 1 minute and 6 seconds.
Wow. If I didn't wash my
over there, he you know what? He did wash his hands for like. Dude,
listen,
you gotta say, you're like penis is in my shoulder.
That's why you grab them when you make them show your respect. You put the package on their shoulder. Listen, here's the thing. They keep on getting on me when I go run to the bathroom and I don't wash my hands. So I feel like I had to wash my hands at that time. You understand what I'm saying? It's my crib and my dick is clean. Oh, she's dead over there. It's clean. It's clean down there.
We gotta be. She's not coming on the screen.
Hold on.
I did answer her.
Oh, you answered the question?
I did. Thank you. And I told her I'm so obsessed with
Shout out to Pip. Yeah. I appreciate the $10 super chat and the message, Pip. Appreciate you wholeheartedly. Oh shit, we are far back in the super chats. Hold on. Hold on, soldier. Hold up. Where's the shit? We missed some. Shout out to Transcending with Pete. Appreciate the $5 super chat. I believe a lot of self-assured people are introverts, which makes it hard to meet other good
people.
people.
You're just like explaining.
That's
her.
the one on the couch.
Like she does not go out, and it's.
Are you self-assured?
Yes. But she knows herself. She knows she don't go.
She's shaking. Yes, they can't see.
She was like,
yes.
if you want to see her, you need to knock on her door. She literally said that like 3 hours ago. If you want to know her, and then she's gonna call you a creeper.
That's so confusing.
It's really confusing. But
that's so confusing.
She doesn't go out. But I agree. A lot of people, because I know I'm introverted. He knows. Like, are you coming to Columbus? No. Or Ohio, or anywhere in those states. I have no idea where the hell you guys know where he is. MTR. I actually shit. Fuck.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I don't even know. Let me drink. I'm gonna be so drunk by the time I'm done with this because I don't know how to operate.
Shout out again to Transcendent with P.
She looked. Oh yeah, but wait.
Shout out to it's not on the chat.
I believe in a lot of selfish. No, I do. Like I'm introverted by nature. I know how to be extroverted because of my career, but it makes it hard. I don't put myself out there. She doesn't put herself out there. Clearly, she's a super introvert. We're gonna try to get up on here. Shout out real quick to Hadouken. Great combo, guys. You're doing great. Really, y'all are crushing it. Shout out, my G. Great work, amazing. But wait, where your friend at? They don't.
No, it's not that in the goddamn message.
They don't care about me. They care about you.
They're just curious. They're just curious who's the person behind the voice. You're welcome to come in. Listen. You see all the chairs I got over there? Listen, you guys already see. I'm trying to get you what you're asking for. She's not looking me in the eyes right now. She's
like, do you? She said, y'all still paying. Keep it going.
Shout out to Red Pill Thanos. Appreciate the $2 super chat. She looks like kin to an old flame. Got fam in VA. He said that you look like someone familiar.
Oh no.
Oh, you don't have no one in VA?
I don't have fam in VA.
There it is.
There you go. Oh. So shout out to your old flame. I don't even know if that's a good or bad thing at this point, but
it might be his BM that he's talking about.
Well, you procreated with her.
Shout out to Red Pill Thanos. Appreciate you, my G, as always. As always. Red Pill Thanos did a reaction to one of my videos well. Yeah, it was very well done.
Somebody's reacting to.
Isn't that shit crazy? Isn't that shit crazy? A year ago, I'm over here reacting to other people. Now I got people reacting to me.
This is so crazy.
Isn't that dope?
You're awesome.
I'm not awesome. No. It's just
he's not awesome.
# progress over perfection. That's all. Shout out Red Pill Thanos one more again. Shout out to Blake Hall. Did I miss it? Hold on. No. She looks like okay. And then the next one is oh, right here. Yeah. Oh, that's weird. The red color is the same as the $100 super chat. That's so weird that the colors are the same. Just because I love golf, I'm called an Oreo.
First of all, golf is an expensive hobby.
It is. I got some clubs in my thing over here. I just never go because I don't really like it like that.
Golfing puts you in a whole. I don't think you're an Oreo, but it puts you in a whole other caliber.
Listen, I tried it. I can hit a ball like pretty well, but like at the same time, I just don't like to do it. Like I'm willing to go and do it, but I tried that too. I try. You got to try shit in order to find out who you are, guys.
I don't think it makes you an Oreo, but it definitely puts you in a different.
Oh, it definitely does not.
Yeah, no.
Keep doing your thing. Yeah. Whoever says that to him, remove them from your life. I had a girl call. Matter of fact, you just made me remember some shit. I remember this is like 2012. What year is it? This is like 8 years ago. It's crazy how shit just comes to you. But like I was in grad school and my pops got into golf and he got me into golf because like he was in it and that's my pops. So I started to go to that. So I was like sharing. I was with a group of friends and I was like sharing and she was kind of like new to the crew. And I was like sharing like, oh yeah, I'm going to go golfing with my pops. And what she said was, you look like you golf. Yeah. But shaming somebody because it doesn't fit into her narrative of how a black man is supposed to be spending his extracurricular time. Yeah. Like, oh, okay. now that I know that you have hood booger mentality,
Booker mentality.
you will get no respect from me. You'll get no respect from me.
No, seriously, Blake, do you? Like that's awesome. Not a lot of people golf our age anymore. So
listen, if you enjoy it, then go ahead and do it. Shout out to the good men. Forget the broad. GoFundMe for MTR's new bladder. You see how they appreciate me?
Yeah.
You see how they appreciate me?
mean,
My shit be ready to pop.
I was like, you gotta pay.
Listen, but you understand, like, look. Wow. That shit is beautiful. That shit is beautiful. All right, hold on. Let me get back down in there. Shout out to the good men. I appreciate that, my G. Bladder transplant. Oh, shit. Y'all are going in. Hold on. Shout out. Oh, shit. Here go Demon. What Demon say? Oh, what Demon say? Hold on. What Demon?
You
I just missed it.
past it. Go back.
No. That wasn't it.
Okay.
Shout out to Demon Days. She wanna time, but don't want to get on cam. Okay. They calling you out.
That's a I can't do it like that.
Pure.
That's funny.
Shout out to Demon Days. Appreciate the $2 super chat. I'm gonna try to get her on here. And
y'all not gonna succeed.
She at least got to come by and wave.
Like y'all really don't know. Like y'all not. She's stubborn. She might say bye. Okay.
You could come say bye. That's cool. $2 to stay off the screen. Space 99 yak.
That's so rude.
But
you know what?
What is he talking about though?
I don't know.
I don't know what he's talking about.
But you're missing a sense, so whatever.
I don't know what he's talking about. Let me see. Am I missing any of the super chats?
There's one more thing.
Shout out to Trevor. Appreciate the $5 super chat. The channel's going fast. Absolutely. Until we have 55 followers by his 36th birthday. Shit. Well, they know my age. So that's a year and change. So that's a year from now. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. But yeah, it is growing. It is growing incredibly fast. I'm humbled. I'm humbled by the growth that has been on the channel in such a short amount of time. I appreciate you guys liking the channel, liking the videos, sharing the videos. Like even this chat here tonight, like there's got to be people that's down into the chat that have shared the chat with other people because we held consistent over 300 people through a large component of the chat. So wholeheartedly appreciate that. So yeah, we're building, we're going up. Here's the thing. I want to be able to hit. Hey, Trevor.
The second part of this thing.
Let's bring him. Now the second part, which is actually the title of the goddamn video. Remove money from a relationship, and you will discover that over 90% of ladies won't see a reason to be in that relationship.
Boom.
How do you feel about that? Like, do you feel like that is truth, that is made up? Like that is.
I feel like I'm going to define removing money because I see it a little bit differently. Because you can make a lot of money, but you don't see that money. To me, if you mismanage money, absolutely, there's nothing. You can make $300,000 and you only see 50. That's awful. So if you sit here and say, "Oh, I'm gonna go after a man with his money," but he's not managing that money right, yeah, absolutely, it ain't gonna work. You can't manage your money. You can't manage your wallet. You can't manage your household. You can't manage. You just can't. Like that's just crazy.
So you think that it's this 9% of remove money from a relationship, and you will discover that over 9% of ladies won't see a reason to be in a relationship. What you're saying is that it doesn't matter how much a person makes. It depends like what they are doing, how they are investing, how they are spending.
Yeah, I think that we look at a person's career and we associate a dollar amount. You can have somebody who's, maybe a teacher, because we know that teachers are underpaid. That's really simple for me right now. Teachers are underpaid, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. They could see $40,000 of that, meaning that they have the right amount of taxes coming out. They have the right enough, they're managing their money properly, and they're seeing a return on their career investment. Now, if they have other investments and things like that, that's even better. You can see somebody who's a lawyer, a doctor, making all this money, but you don't know what they're actually seeing, So removing that discipline for me, yeah, absolutely. Like, how are you managing that? That's truly important for me. Now, I think this is, I think I'm being like a little bit more too detailed for what he's talking about. I think like when you remove like the appeal of someone who makes a lot of money because people associate money with security, because then you know, a lot of ladies want to see your reason. But I'm gonna tell ladies right now, a man can get laid off. Situations can change, circumstances can change, health comes into play. Like, your money fluctuates based on life. So, and this is based on experience. Like, you know, you think you're going into something one way, that shit can change like in 2.5 seconds. Is there something still there? And that's where that, you know, that extra stuff that comes in, when everything is taken away, what do you still have left? Is it enough to keep you there and to fight through it? So remove money from a relationship. If you're looking at just somebody's career and what you think that they're making, or you can Google it. I mean, you can Google what a particular career makes, but that doesn't mean that that's what they're seeing. So really, you know, be mindful about that. We want security, we want all of that, but that doesn't mean that they're getting that. They're giving that in that situation.
Well, here's the thing. When I see that, I say to myself, I can't lead with my ducats.
Yep.
I cannot, because I don't want someone to come across my situation and then look at me as a come up, look at me for a prize with the idea that it is specific to what I can ultimately provide for her, as long as she is unwilling to understand what she can provide to a situation, right? Like, like if she doesn't have an understanding of how a man values peace and his space, and she just think that it's just, you know, if I just give him the kitty cat, you know, whatever, the viscosity, whatever, like that's someone with an immature mindset. I've seen so much of them throughout my life. You understand what I'm saying? So I think that, you know, it's a real thing when you take out these basic, like, cave person structures between money and sex out of the relationship. You want to try to understand what are the components of this relationship that are going to make it last long, like outside of money, and right, like our primal instincts. What are the things in here that's bringing two people together in a way to lock them together, where through good, bad, right, wrong, indifferent, right, it's gonna make a lot of sense. Listen, do you have 20 more minutes?
We can do 20. You got 20 more minutes? Okay.
20 more minutes. I'm going to open up the phone lines.
Oh, there's a phone line.
I'm going to open up the phone lines. Listen, guys, if you want to come talk to me, oh, you nervous? I'm going to open up the phone lines real quick.
Don't be yelling at me.
Listen, we only got 20 minutes, so we're going to keep the conversations very succinct. Sorry. We're going to try to go by first come, first serve. Phone lines just open up. If you got something that you want to say, we got 20 more minutes, and then we're going to get the hell up out of here. Okay? Listen, because here's what I noticed: the longer that the conversations go, the less replay factor happens within the videos.
Yeah.
Like, less people are willing to watch the video if they see 5 hours. So we're gonna keep these 2.5 hours max. Link is down in there. First person to the stage, the Pitbull himself.
What's up?
Cover. What up? What up? What up?
Kyle?
Oh wait, yeah, this is Kyle. Wait, hold on. Let me get this off the screen real quick. What up, Kyle?
What's up?
How are you, Mikey?
So you know, Joe Rogan's biggest podcast is like 2 to 3 hour shows, so he's doing something right. But earlier you were saying that you can be a perfect woman, and if he's not ready, then he will not marry you. So what I was saying was,
Okay.
there are no perfect women. I didn't say that there are perfect men, but by saying that you can be a perfect woman is a false dichotomy for a woman to even put in her mind to justify why it didn't work out, is what my point was.
That's fair.
And with the typos, when it comes down to super chats, you have to break up words sometimes for the bot to let you send it, because it doesn't like what it says. So like when I put woman in 2 words, it was because it wouldn't let it send. I tried like 4 times, but once I separate it, it went right through.
Okay.
Yeah, I got that problem sometimes too, bro.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Thank you for clearing that up.
But what the post says
John, show some respect. Jesus.
What the post says though is the 90% totally 100% accurate. 100% accurate. If it wasn't, if like once women realize that they have attention from men, they stop maturing. Like they stop maturing as women. They're still girls. And they start using their feminine qualities to get things. It isn't until they get older that they start rematuring once their looks start depreciating. So
you say that, and I think we had it. That was my last video. We talked about how men literally are probably more attractive as they're older, and women, we actually kind of start slowing down. No, I that's a fair statement.
Yeah.
I will agree with you with that.
yeah, it's just like there's a correlation between women that are attractive or less likely to read. The more attractive a woman is, the less likely she is to read. The less attractive she is, the more the probability is she'll have a higher paying career or higher education because she has to.
This is true.
Yeah.
These are facts. I've said that from jump. The higher that I go off into different layers of education, the less attractive the ladies tend to be. It's because they can't rely on their looks. They can't rely on
Exactly. So the 90%, 100%, if you take sex out of it, about 90% of women don't really have anything to offer. Not saying it's their fault, but at the end of the day, when you have something that you can lean on for so long, you got 20 years of leaning on it. What really are you what's gonna make you change who you are as a person?
It's fair.
And then
All right, Kyle, we got to get to the next calls too, my
All right,
All right, but thank you so much for coming through. We got 15 more minutes, and there's like 6 people that came down into the chat. Thank you so much, my G. I appreciate the comments and conversations. Are y'all spamming down there? What's going on down there? I don't know what's happening. Anything to say before we get out of here, bro?
yeah, there's actually soundproofing blankets that go up.
There go Kyle, keeping me honest.
He's gonna go on Amazon for that.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna figure it out tomorrow. Doing one of my projects tomorrow. Savage, thank you so much for coming through, my G. I appreciate you. Peace, bro. All right, just real quick before we go on to the next caller, Kyle was in the queue before the line. Listen, you know what's funny is in the chat box, I was looking at Kyle say that he's probably not gonna open up the stream, but as soon as I put it down in there, he was ready to go. He was juxing y'all. He was making an act like he wasn't. Now he's playing double dutch with y'all. He was ready to jump in at the moment. Shout out to Kyle. I appreciate Savage for coming through one more again. Listen, we got to keep the that's the thing. I got to keep the conversations up on. But the next best name. Appreciate the $10 super chat. Kyle came in. Kicking the door, waving the 4-4. You know that song?
No.
That's Biggie.
Okay.
Shout out to New York. Next to us.
I know where he is from.
You're gonna like the next gentleman. Okay. The introspective man. What's good, my G? How are you?
Easy G. What's up, family? I see y'all in the chat tearing it up.
Listen, everyone is going up today. Everyone is going up today. Introspective and am introspective.
What's up, Em?
Hi, how are you?
Easy. Just doing my thing.
What's up, bro? What you got for us?
Nah, I just gotta salute you for tonight, man. It's like last night's stream was but tonight's that's 100 G.
Facts.
You brought a dope co-host. You got the content on point. The conversation was consistent. Very intelligent woman you got there. Shout out. You know, this is dope. We need these type of conversations to move the culture forward. You know what I'm saying?
That's love, bro.
Yeah, word.
That's love, bro. I appreciate that wholeheartedly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been waiting for this COVID shit to end so I can invite dope minds through. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate the conversation. We appreciate the chat as well. Yeah. And I appreciate you moderating. I feel like I was seeing comments come through and I feel like there was some blocking going on. So I appreciate you as well as the other moderators going on in there and making sure that we are keeping the chat in a way that pushes a conversation forward. So appreciate that, G.
You know your family up in here, G.
We family, bro. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah. So I'm not really gonna like go off on like the numbers and statistics and all that, because like I said, we all got growth to do. and the more willing we are to look at our own shortcomings and our own imperfectionisms, is like the quicker we can all grow and push the culture and move the culture forward together, you know. Because at the end of the day, if we want to build a community, it's going to need men and women to come together and move this thing forward. So I'm not going to go off on, because I got my imperfections, so I'm not going to be like busy looking at what other people are doing wrong. But when people are doing right, I can say, yeah, shout out, kudos, and let's keep it moving. Let's keep this thing growing. And shout out to your platform, G. Shout out to your co-host.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's all love. Salute to everyone out here, you know, showing love and moving the culture forward. Let me give some other callers some time, G.
Hey, I appreciate you, my G. As always, I appreciate you coming through and sharing your thoughts, man. All right. I think I'm gonna come through tomorrow as well, so be on the lookout. All right.
Yeah. Do your thing, G. But you know we're gonna support you, right?
I appreciate you, bro. Likewise. You understand me? Likewise. All right, my G. Shout out to Transcending with P. MTR, can you do a live stream on entitlement in the Black community? Ooh, I absolutely can.
You should bring my bro on.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
so but they know him.
They do know, but they don't know we're siblings. Because we never had that connection.
Okay,
that
hold up.
Very great.
Can I tell them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Guess who her brother is? Like, put it down in the chat down below. Take one guess. Put it down in the chat below.
I will send you $20 to your Cash App. I got money to blow.
She's cool.
Like, seriously, if you can guess who and we don't look alike, but if you can guess just based on, like, you know, transcending with the P, entitled in the Black community, and the minis had on his channel, if you can guess who my bro is, I'll send you $20 to your Cash App.
Let's see if anyone guesses.
I'll send you $50 to your Cash App. Oh. I got money to blow since I'm in the 10%.
Oh shit! Someone just guessed it.
Where is that?
It was Massage by Amaja was the first person. It was a lady.
Girl.
Yo, my G's, you girl. For real? My G's for real.
Hold on.
Listen, Massage by Amaja, send it to my
and I will send you 50. I promise you. Send
it to my email address. Mediocre tutorials and reviews. You don't have to put it into the chat because you might get people that blue pill dude. Yo, the first one in the chat was massage by Maja.
Yes, I see it. Massage by. Yes, so
they're all guessing it right now.
Biologically,
Blue Pill Sam.
We have the same mother and we have the same father. That is.
They're both raised in a two-parent household. Yes, because when Sam comes on, then people in the chat's like, "Yo," they be saying shit to them like, "Yo, he don't got no father." I'm like, oh God, he does.
No, we do have a father. We do. They're still married.
Yeah, they're still married.
They're still married. We grew up in the same household. Yo, like, look at all these Sams. Her bro is her brother.
Yo. Listen, he's gonna take this out, put it on his Instagram.
Yes, y'all just made his like content. No, like for real.
Dog, massage by Maja. Send me an email.
Yes, you get $50, girl. You get $50.
Look at, she says, "Are you?" Look at her. Are you getting serious?
Yes, I'm fucking serious.
Yeah,
He's
serious.
my brother.
We're serious.
He is my brother.
Listen, and also too, I have to match that as well. I was supposed to be doing a bingo game. Hold on, I'm gonna bring that back. Shout out to Shao Khan Shoulder Church. I think I just saw you just down in here. I was supposed to do bingo last night. I talked about it at the beginning of the stream. If you guys have made it all the way through here, we're gonna get through a couple of the other callers, and then I'm gonna do the bingo as well. So I'm gonna. You don't know about that, but I wanted to also get in there as well. So shout out real quick to, again, the Transcending with P. I can absolutely do a live stream on entitlement in the Black community. You'd be a fantastic co-host for that as well.
But you know, I love, like, my brother. I love him to death. And when you said entitled in the Black community, like,
yes, Blue Pill Sam, we got that might be a 3-parter.
I actually might come in with my bro. Like
that would be crazy. That would be crazy. Shout out to Goodman. Y'all remember when Menzie used to quote Future? I miss Menzie is the introspective male. Okay. That man sounds like he's healing. Bring Menzie back. Listen. We all listen. This is the thing, is that just because you have you have a view on something today. It doesn't mean it needs to be if you want something tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
I like respect to my brother. Like when I say I love him, like I
Sam is that dude.
My brother.
Blue pill. They call him Blue Pill Sam. And he's like, yeah, what up? I'm Blue Pill Sam. What's good? And I'm like, no, you can't shame that man.
I call them kid and play because this is the
between me and
I did like my brother and MTR. I call them kid and play. It's such a cool dynamic when they are in
facts
are in the camera together. So
or
massage. What is she called?
Massage by Manja. Just send me an email, baby girl.
Please, you get 50. Clearly, I got money to blow since
there it is. We doing good in the COVID. We doing good in the COVID. Listen, I was making sure. I thought that she popped down into the chat. Shout out to Malcolm. Bring my guy Blue Pill Sam back.
He's asleep right now, but
he's tired. Black women least to date outside their race. Yeah, that's true.
I love black men. Period. They're kings to me. Period. I have nothing else to say to that.
MTR salute, Young Manhood Channel, YMC. Salute, my G. How are you? I appreciate the $5 super chat. Listen. We turn it up here today. All right, listen. So massage by Maja. Hold on, let me see if she sent me an email.
Yes, give me your cash.
Oh, she did.
We're gonna. So this is real.
Okay, we're gonna do it right now before we get up off here.
Because I don't want y'all to be like, oh, she didn't do it.
Cat, there it is.
Casa. I'm not gonna say that loud.
No W.
No. Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
What?
That's her.
Damn. What's that? Blue Pill Sam?
There it is, live and direct. Here's what happens. Me and Sam have a stream to do. Shout out to Savage Rev Recovery, the introspective male. I appreciate the shout outs as well, my G. Shout out to Savage Rev Recovery. Boom. Massage by. Wait, hold on.
No, I didn't. It's blurred. Okay. I'm gonna say it went through. Girl, just give me a thumbs up if it went through, so they know it's real.
Massage by Amanja. Put it down into the chat when it comes through, so we know it's real.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out first. Oh shit! He got the Attack on Titan avatar. I didn't realize that. Mm-hmm. Shout out. Demon of the Days. How are you, my G? This is the dude that apparently has an affinity for light-skinned ladies. Demon, what's good, my G? Oh, your mic's not working, G.
Don't do that. You've been paying a lot of money.
All right, my G, your mic's not working. Go. I'm gonna come back to you once you get your mic working. Next to the stage, Just Jay.
How you
doing?
Can you hear me just fine?
Yeah, we can hear you. How are you, Just Jay?
I'm doing good. Liking the topic today.
Oh, we appreciate you. Do you like it better that now there's a lady right over here that's able to talk about different things?
Yes. I mean, everything she said tonight for me was on point because I kind of think the same way as her as far as what men and women both need to bring to the table and which you expect out of a relationship. I think people put a lot on expectations on how people are supposed to be, and then that in turn gives you a visual outside of reality of what that person is. You think that person should be like versus what they really are like.
Boom. Facts.
So like another thing with with the picture that you put up as far as the 90% with the women thing on sex, I think as far as sex, I think the 90% goes both ways as far as what men and women can't bring to the table, because I think a lot of people put a lot of inference on sex and not what people bring as far as personality, as far as what they have spiritually. You know what I mean? I think a lot of relationships are based off of that, which is why a lot of relationships fail. A lot of marriages fail. The money thing, I do think that is a big factor for women, because I think most women are looking for that provider. But I think when they say provider, when most people, women think about providing, they only focus on money and don't focus on other things outside of monetary, gains.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. No, strong points. Anything to communicate
thank you so much. Like, I think it's important when we look at what makes us feel secure, we really take the time to think about what makes us feel secure. And it's not the amount of money. It's like, how do you manage? What else do you need to feel protected, in your relationship? Because that's all about security. That's all about, feeling wanted, respected, loved. So we kind of got to dig deeper. That's why I said, if we're going to just look at, remove money, but with money comes management. And, we really want to make sure that our partners are able to just not have money, but manage that money, because you can look at it. And I think sometimes we get confused, like, he makes a lot of money, but doesn't,
Right.
Does he?
I think part of the problem is not a lot of people don't have a lot of education or financial literacy.
Yes.
So that definitely affects how people move and dive into relationships as far as what they're looking for and how people can support them in that aspect.
Hey, Just Jay, also too, I forgot to put you through my usual hazing, which is, how did you first come across the channel? It's your first time up here.
I actually stumbled on your channel a couple of days ago. It was a video with the woman talking about why she quit being a what was it? A relationship.
Coach. Yeah.
So that's how I stumbled on that channel, and the ladies that you actually had on the channel, as you were reviewing the video, I was like, I can't get with anything they're saying. They're not even being honest.
Yeah. Facts. Yeah, that one got way more views than what I thought that it was going to get. And that one's doing numbers right now. That's what's up. Well, listen, we do this Fridays, some Saturdays. Come back through. Would appreciate your perspective. All right, Mama?
No problem.
All right. Appreciate you. Thank you for coming by.
No problem. Bye.
Take care. Shout out to, hold up, Space 99 Yak. There are races, but a lot of races date outside there, including black men, but black women almost never date outside of their race. Why is that?
I've dated outside of my race. I it's not even a racist thing. Like, I have dated prior to my marriage. Like, I dated outside my race. But, I'm not going to speak on every woman. Black women do date outside their race. Y'all seen Love Is Blind. Y'all out here. What's the girl's name? Lauren and what's his name? Travis? Cameron. Lauren and Cameron. Like, you don't know what we're talking about.
I have no idea. They don't know either. What you calling out?
Netflix Love Is Blind. Like, yeah, Lauren is a black woman. Cameron is a white man. We do.
Listen, they said,
but for me, I'm telling you, black men are kings for me. Doesn't make me anything racist or anything like that. I love black men. I uplift black men. I want black men to, feel the way that I see them as kings. So I can't sit here and, talk on what everybody else thinks, but I know that women date outside the race. Love is love, whatever. But
shit. MTR forgetting about his time limits. Listen, you right, bro. Usually I see Dex down in there. Yo, we doing 17 hours tonight. You right, bro. Let's get back up onto it. I appreciate you. Next to the stage. What up, Dre?
What's up, my G?
Man, it's good to hear from you, man. How are you? You doing good, man?
Doing great up here at work, as usual.
As usual. Patriarch gang in the building. I appreciate you, my G. Anything to share or ask Am or to comment on what we talked about here today, bro?
Yeah, just comment on what Am was saying. The same way, like, it's not as much money that a man makes, but how he manages it, that would keep a woman in a relationship. It's the same thing with sex with a man. It's not the sex, is how you manage your vagina before the relationship. Like, and it's the thing that a lot of men grow on. It's like, if you've been around a lot, that men won't want you because you don't know how to manage your own body. Like, how can I trust you to be faithful to me when you've been moving around in that nature? The same way you can't trust a man. If this man ain't good with his money, how can you trust him to have that security for you?
That's fair.
Facts. Can't disagree.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a very, alternate perspective. Like, don't be out here, you know. Again, I don't like the term hoe, but if you feel like a woman for you needs to, you know, be more, you know, cautious about how she moves, absolutely.
It's just about managing it. Like, how did you manage?
How did I manage my vagina?
Yeah. Listen, good show. I'm glad you have the co-host.
The feminist argument is that they don't want, they think it's all equal, but a man and the man's ego is like
it is. So how I see it, men, you know, there is an imbalance logically. Like it just is. It's just an imbalance. Like men view it differently. They hold women to a different standard. Period. Whether you agree with it or not, whether you agree with it or not, as a feminist or whoever, men hold women to a different standard. So they're going to look at the traction. They're going to feel some type of way about the traction. Whether or not you're like, well, I can do what you do. Again, I think that there are some men who just really hold a woman to a different standard and really just want to know, like, you know, how are you managing the part that I actually really respect about? Like, I think that's a prize towards you. So I you know, I can't argue with that. You know, if I'm saying like, how do you manage your money? You're like, well, how do you manage your vagina? Shit, you right?
Yeah, I mean, it's what you provide for each other. It's what you bring into each other.
Yep, absolutely.
If I'm going to protect you, then it's need to be worth protecting.
Yep.
There it is. Yeah. Dre, I always appreciate you coming through and sharing your thoughts, my man. Always pushing the conversation forward. You know what I mean? I appreciate that.
I received that. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Dre.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
Peace, bro. Next, wait, hold up. Shout out to Johnny Van Johnson. There are a lot of dudes that don't know what they bring to the relationship. If they don't have money, a dude can lose his job, have no money, and have no other value to bring. Be more than your money.
Be that 50% that y'all expect us to be. Shit.
Oh.
Meaning I agree with you.
There it is. Shout out to Johnny Van Johnson. Hold on. Are we done drinking?
I got some left.
I don't got
you
shit
got nothing left.
What's
it is 1:00. Are you sleeping?
What time is it right now?
We sleepy because we old. We definitely went past our 20 minutes, but we gonna keep.
We got 6. We went 6 minutes up. We're not gonna go too much more over after this. Johnny Van Johnson, thank you so much for the $10 super chat.
Cheers.
She's doing all right over there.
We good? You good?
She's seen all of Instagram. all of it. Oh shit.
You spilling shit.
Just a little bit. It wasn't a lot in that cup. Shout out again to Johnny Van Johnson. Appreciate that. What? Massage. Felt bad. Declined?
Descended. Giving the money back to the channel. You know what? Bless you. That money going somewhere, John.
What is my name? Drake, take a shot. God damn it. They stay doxing the thug.
He's a thug. Anyways, massage by Masha. Is she local? I don't know, girl. Tell me where I need to get massage from, because I'm going to come to. No, seriously. That was real. Like, obviously, that was real. Like,
massage. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh, decided. Felt bad. Decided. Giving the money back to the channel.
Don't feel bad. Like, girl, I was serious about that. Clearly, like, I was serious about that 50.
Yeah. I appreciate that massage. But that was your kind.
That's your money. You do what you want. Like that.
She gave it back.
I'm about to say I gave it to you. We putting it back in the universe, and
That's good vibes right there. Yes. Shout out to massage. You didn't have to do that. You really didn't have to do that. Yes. We'll talk about it here in a second. Yeah. She meant declined.
Yep. That's declined. Fine.
Shout out to massage. I appreciate that, Mama. Going back into the channel, we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do with that. Okay. Yeah. Shout out to Savage. Nature holds women to a different standard. Talk about it.
Okay, man. Kyle. I know you now.
Yeah, we all know each other. Shout out to the next best name. My ex-wife is Latina. My divorce lawyer is a black woman. Her divorce lawyer was a black woman, still paying off the encounter. Black woman rock.
I felt that was like a. I didn't have a lawyer. We sat down together and filled that out. High five to being great.
But see, but here's the thing. I feel when he says that though, like the thing is that that's the shit that I get so scared about.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel, but divorce lawyers. Both of your lawyers were Black women. Shout out to Black, successful people trying to, make y'all lives as easy as possible during such a stressful time. I'm not gonna lie, it's stressful. I just feel like that was just kind of shady. I just feel like that was just shout out Black women rock. I mean, you married a Latina, so I don't know what to say.
Look at Kyle. Look at Kyle. I'll give you my address for that massage, Kyle. Shout out to Savage Rev Recovery. Listen, I appreciate all the love here tonight. Here's the thing. Here's one of my oh shit, we got some other people that's down into the chat. Diego, we got one or so minutes. But see, the thing is, Diego.
Oh, really?
And he spits scripture.
Really? I'm ready to receive.
What's up, Diego? How are you, my G? Listen, did you join the Discord? Yes or no?
I haven't been able to, but
Bro,
I mean,
talk to me offline. We'll figure out how to get you in there. Diego's on the Patreon as well. We'll figure out how to get you in there.
All right. So topic. We're discussing does money drive a woman's happiness, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think so. I think that what drives a woman's happiness is not just money. I think money when it relates to women is a signal of what a man can achieve. Like it's a signal of it's a signal to a woman from a man of success. So if you're a man and you're using money as a means to attract women or to quote unquote keep them happy, I mean, that's a failing strategy. That's a bad strategy, obviously. I think that in today's world, with women having the ability to make a lot of money themselves, what this means is that now you have to, as a man, if you're trying to get a woman, bring other things to the table. And I think if you're a woman and you're also trying to get a guy, if you make more money than him and you lead with the money, it causes a different dynamic because you're using a strategy that a man uses to get women as a woman, and that does not work and it's ineffective. And happiness to me is a subjective thing. I think happiness is one of those nebulous, like it's up to you as a person. But from the perspective, I think that ultimately for happiness to be in a relationship, the man has to lead, the man has to set the tone, and the man needs to move forward. But I also think that the woman also needs to, and I know this is going to be a bad word in today's world, but the woman needs to be submissive and the woman needs to submit to that. But in today's world, that is a hard sell. And I think what we should be focusing on is how do we reach a point where we as a culture and we as a society can reconcile that together. Obviously, the marriage laws aren't what they're supposed to be. Slowly they're turning, but the fact still remains. Marriage is a contractual situation where one side can leave because of an emotional issue. And that is where the problem is coming from for a lot of men. So it's not that like, ooh, we are quote unquote intimidated if a woman makes more money. It's that she's leading with money and that throws a dynamic off. But also as a man, you should lead with other things besides money, because then that establishes a much higher dynamic and increases your value.
Ooh. Amen. I don't disagree. Like, I again, if you watch his previous recorded videos, I absolutely agree with, that I believe that there is so much power in submission. I believe that when you yield, it's a gift. Like, when the scripture says, husbands love your wives. It didn't say wives make your husbands love you. Like, when you love them like the way that you love Jesus, then I'm going to yield to you the way that I yield to Jesus. I absolutely agree. And it only makes sense if you truly believe that. So no, I am fully on that, but culture is so loud and it interjects into that just basic dichotomy of like what a relationship should be, like what a man and a woman should be. Again, we're equal, but we're different. We have two different purposes when it comes to just making life work and the way that we're supposed to make it work. So no, I don't disagree with you at all.
There it is. Diego, thank you so much, bro. Listen, I know you want to go in. I gotta. It was yesterday. It was 5 goddamn hours. I got. Diego.
Fine. Hey, man, all the best.
Oh, shit. They gonna blue pill shit.
They calling me.
Go ahead. Listen, Diego, I appreciate the words, man. Every time that you come through and spit shit, you spitting volumes over here. So I appreciate that, my G. All right, cool. I appreciate you, man. Take care.
No problem.
Hang on. Hang on. Hello. Hi.
Uh-oh. Is that Blue Pill Sam?
You are famous. We're still live, by the way.
I figured. I just checked in. Y'all good?
Yeah, we're good. Yo, they keep asking for you to come back, bro. They want to do
you a huge shout out. You should love me forever.
They want to do a video about entitlement in the Black community.
I hear that. When they tried to see it, my sister is. When my sister is, they're like, "Blue Pill Sam has a sister."
They finally found out who the sister is.
Yeah, we told them. We told
them today.
We told them. Blue Pill Sam in the building. All right, but bro, we about to finish up real quick. Yes. We'll call you back in a second.
Just checking. Hey, Emily.
No, don't be putting my stuff out. I gotta go. I'll call you right back. Bye.
Shout out to Demon Days. Appreciate the $2 super chat. Here's one for the road. Be advanced, y'all. Okay, Demon Days looks like he couldn't get his mic to work. Shout out to Demon Days. I appreciate that. Would love to see you back, my G. Savage Rev Recovery. I'm in Cleveland. Bear.
You hear that?
What up, Cleveland? Shout out to Boss Tiger Johnson. Appreciate the $5 super chat. Great combo tonight. Great guest. Thanks for coming, M.
Thank you.
There it is. Yeah, it's everyone's being doxxed here tonight. What's up with that? Shit. Everybody's being doxxed tonight. Emma's on point. Listen, you coming up to the top of the People's Champ.
Listen,
one more game.
I will be back in like 5 months. No, I'm playing.
No, you gotta come back soon to that. Now that you're having a lot of fun over here.
No, this is great. Like, you guys are awesome. Like, I don't even know like half of what y'all talking about, but what I can see, you guys are great.
we gotta get you acclimated to the terminology. To the stage.
All right, we got 2 more.
Uncle Chris.
What's up? How are you?
Chilling.
I sound young.
Patreon.
Wow,
what?
He does sound young.
Wow, I'm humbled. Thank you.
Humble, yeah. He's got those young vocal cord genetics.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The black don't crack. You know what I mean?
I mean, I know you gotta go. I know you said that we was gonna keep it short, so I'm gonna keep it short, sweet, and to the point. Thank you for coming. You said something that made perfect sense. You said it's not about being a good man or being a good woman. It's about being good for the person that you with.
Yes.
That made perfect sense to me. 1, 2, everyone in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, I want to let y'all know that being submissive is not synonymous with being obedient. Those are 2 totally different things. Yes. Men are submissive to the Most High.
Woo.
Women submit to the man through the Most High.
Woo.
That's how that works. Number 2.
Uncle Chris.
Number 3, and this is where I'm gonna end it off. As far as the meme goes, and what Trevor Noah might have posted, quote unquote, because we all know how he is right now, as opposed to how he used to be. I'm gonna say he has a point. Because given how over-sexualized today's society is, and basically how women are always talking about what a man can do to provide for them, he kind of has a point. No woman in this chat, no matter what you say, will ever date a broke man. And I'm not talking broke as far as money. I'm talking broke as far as not having a purpose. Men in the red pill community, we try to get the highest status because we know that if we get the highest status, the woman will follow. That's how that goes. Now,
Can
it sucks because it sucks, but that's how society is. You understand what I'm saying? And until somebody actually is popular enough to have the balls to try to change this is how society is going to view men and women. It's going to be a transactional barter system where nobody's really attached to anybody. God, I hate it here. But that's all I had to say. Again, M, I appreciate you coming through with a different perspective. MTR, shout out to you. I'm gonna get at you in the Discord because we got to get up anyway. Peace to the chat.
Oh yeah, we gotta have time to chat.
Yeah. Peace to the chat. I'm about to go to bed. Y'all have fun. Peace out.
No, we're gonna get you out of here in a second. We're gonna get you out in a second. Uncle Chris, I appreciate you wholeheartedly, my G. I appreciate you dropping that information, and we're gonna get up soon. All right.
I'm humbled. Thank you. Peace out.
Peace, brother. You good? You need a break?
Listen, Demon, get Demon on the line. Like, I'm trying to get to sleep.
Oh, there she go. Oh, they waited to the end. She waited to the end.
She did that for you.
That was it, Demon. Wait, hold on. Where Demon at? Demon.
She did that for you.
Wait, hold on. That's it. Demon. What's up?
Hold on. Come back here. Come back here.
That was for you.
Oh,
I was like, I looked away. I looked to my left. I was
oh, you missed it.
I'm talking to somebody else.
Oh, she came. She was. That was she.
She was on there for a minute
we
too.
Rocked.
It was a smooth rock. You know what I mean? Smooth rock. Look at Margo saying great stream. Bring her back. He's talking. I think he's talking about you.
Thank you.
Shout out to Malcolm. I appreciate the 17.
Somebody said she's real.
Oh, you saw what he did? You see what he did?
No,
1738. Hey, shout out, Malcolm. Patreon gang in the building. Patreon gang in the building. Look at the chat is going crazy.
Whoa, come back.
Going crazy. They want you.
Back, y'all. That was a lot for her.
That was it. Yeah.
That was.
She is real. Yeah.
You know, I was just gonna say, like, she doesn't have to be shy. She just come on cam. It's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. That's what we keep telling her. I didn't know she was getting ready to do that. You know what I'm saying?
No,
she did that for you, bro.
She came out of nowhere.
She did that for you. She must have known that you were coming up, so she wanted to make an appearance.
I did. I said demon, and she popped up.
Yeah. What's good though, bro?
I'm good. I appreciate your stream.
Yeah.
Appreciate what you do, what you say, what you do for everybody. Hey, shout out to everybody.
There it is, man. Yeah, shout out to everybody. We appreciate you for joining, my G. And you know what I'm saying? Because you made her do something. I don't know if she would have came on here if she didn't hear demon.
Had to.
You know what I mean?
I literally said demon. She popped up.
Look at it.
Had to take a chance.
They got it down there looking like Tisha Campbell. Looking like Tisha. Hey, looking like
how
a
much can Tisha? You don't gotta be afraid.
You ain't gotta be afraid. Listen. He said, "Come on back." There it is, bro. So, you just wanted to say, congrats to a great stream, bro, or you wanted to share something?
No, just congrats. Thanks for doing what you do. Yeah. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to the lady that came on the stream.
Hey.
No, I'm talking about you.
Say what?
I was saying I was talking about you, the one on the stream.
The one who came on the stream?
Her right there.
Oh, M.
Yes, I'm sorry. I didn't know her name.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Absolutely, my G. Listen, and also too, I forgot to haze you real quick. How did you find the content?
How did I find the content?
Yeah.
I don't even remember, bro. I just scrolling through YouTube and I came across the channel one day and MTR. Let me look this dude up real quick. Let me watch a couple of videos. And I'm saying just.
There it is. All right, man. Well, we do the Red Cup talks on Fridays and Saturdays. Feel free to keep on coming back, and we're gonna try to keep the content as real as what it is today. You understand me?
Yeah.
I appreciate.
Shout out, big bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to Demon. I appreciate you, my G. I'm humbled. All right.
Love everybody.
Peace. Shout out to Trevor who came through with a $2 super chat. Papa. Oh, we did a whole stream. I didn't even tell you about this stream. Trevor's referencing another stream where we'll talk about it outside of here. It was a whole stream where I had a hypergamist a lady who married up and she wasn't working or anything like that, and married a dude that was like 30 years older. And because she did that, she was going over in the conversation the dynamic between the two. So it was just a real interesting
I got an
conversation.
8-year max. My mama told me if it's 10 years, don't do it, because when they get old, they get old. I listen to my mama.
There it is. Shout out to Uncle Chris. He says, for the record, I'm 39 with no kids. Let me tell you something. Uncle Chris does not look 39.
Listen, Uncle Chris ain't got no kids.
Oh, he does. Uncle Chris, you do not look 39, my G. I didn't know you were that old. I didn't know you were that old.
Oh.
He don't. Yeah, 39.
You hit the. You listen. You at the mark. We.
You good?
Ma'am.
Yeah, because Uncle Chris came. You good?
It's 1 o'clock when Mariam's sleeping.
Hey! Looked like Uncle Chris did something to her. You know, shout out to Uncle Chris.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Listen. Shout out to everybody that's down into the building. Yes. Oh shit. Someone else just joined the chat. How much time do you have?
This is the last one. She's the last one because she's a woman. Like I appreciate women's feedback.
Hey, Alicia.
Hey.
How are you?
I really can't say a lot because I did miss a lot of the stream tonight. But I'm just looking at the topic and reading the comments that Trevor Noah said, and just giving a little feedback on it. I've only listened to maybe like the last 30 minutes. But what I will say is, I know this might be a little extreme, definitely for the Black community, but I feel like we could solve some of these issues because we're not vetting the people that we get in relationships with or even marry. So I don't know if other people have thought about this, but we might need arranged marriages, to be honest, because the guys you're saying you can't pick the right, you're picking wrong women that just want to use you for your money, the women vice versa. We just need to be arranged like some other cultures do, because we can't get it right. We can't get it right. And you have to, when I mean, it has to be arranged, like the whole community needs to sign off on what you're doing. In your certain city, the whole Black community, you cannot get a divorce without you talking to the community. Like, seriously.
Alicia. Yes.
That's not this. Oh, well, they're going to use it for my money, because dudes looking for thoughts and girls are looking for F-boys. And the only way to kind of figure this out is you just going to have to get arranged.
Alicia, this is so funny because I'm part of this chat. I'm not going to tell you the group name or whatever, but literally they were like, would you be open to arranged marriages? I'm like, listen, I tried to arrange that and I got divorced. So if you trying to arrange it for me, I may have better, a better outcome.
I mean, that's just a thought. I know a lot of people are going to be like, no, I want to love whoever I want to love, but that's just a thought. To help with some of this. So you're going to be paired off to your right person that looks good on paper. So you have to be truthful. Because you brought up Love is Blind, and that whole show was being basically arranged. Yes. They have shows that people are being arranged, and then some of the time it works out. So I'm just saying, maybe we need another, in the Black community, we might need another approach.
And that's why I said, like, I need people who's going to hold me accountable.
Yes.
So, yeah, like I don't want people like spend $30,000. People just want to be there, be a spectator. I want people who's going to support my marriage, not my wedding. So if people support my marriage, shit, tell me who I need to be with. Because I tried.
I mean, that's like I said, that's just a thought.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I do not agree with you.
It's cool.
I want the choice to remain mine.
No.
I tried it already, though.
I mean, like I said, that is extreme. But some communities, I mean, it's working for them. I just feel like this what we're doing now, and it's not working for us. We need another approach.
No, like in all seriousness, like, you know, I joke about that, but that is a different perspective, because that has literally been brought up in another Black, you know, type of forum. Like, you know, what would it be like if we had that kind of cultural aspect with arranged marriages? Because people hold us accountable. not people, our parents, their families. Like we are forced to try and figure out how to make it work. So no, I definitely like am following that perspective. Like I'll do aside, like I'm following.
And the funny part is I only got that when I really thought about having arranged marriages in our community because I was on another channel. I think I was on O'Shea's channel. And it's this guy, and I never agree with him. Like I never agree with him.
Shout out to O'Shea. Who is the guy's name?
Ramil.
Ramil.
I never agree with Ramil. But when he said that, it made so much sense. That if we had arranged marriages, a lot of the stuff that's going on wouldn't happen. It was a video about should the Black community have a dictatorship. That was the video.
Damn.
I don't know if the Black community ready for that.
That's what but that was one of the things that he said. The other stuff I didn't agree with what he was saying about the Black community. But when it became about marriage to protect the man and the woman, we're gonna set it up for you. Because you But like I said, that's the only time I really thought about it. Yeah. But yeah, if you look into that guy's videos, but that's that topic that I agree with him on.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna, go and agree or disagree. I always joke like, shoot, I try to arrange it myself. It didn't work out. So if you're gonna arrange it for me, it might work better. But that's fair. Like, what is the percentage? We're looking at percentages. A lot of dudes look at percentage, like 50% of marriages fail. But how many marriages fail if they're arranged? And I have a friend, he's Muslim, and their marriage was arranged. And I think they're the perfect couple because their parents really took their time to vet, what each other out. But again, that's a whole different, subject topic. I can't, say what it looks like for, Christian. I'm not going to say because it's Muslim, and obviously there's some Christian factions that probably still do arrange, but there is something to think about. Like, what if we had a dictatorship in the Black community? We would have a revolution, like we're still trying to have a revolution right now in any other action, in faction of our lives. But
all right, guys. So listen.
Yeah, I'm tired, y'all.
Yeah, we are right at the end.
My weight's about to fall off.
Alicia, appreciate you wholeheartedly for coming through again. It seemed like the ladies came out tonight. They sometimes Alicia's not scared. Alicia's come on here when it's just been me talking about fuck shit. But when you come through, when the ladies next to me seem like they're more apt to come on the live. So Alicia, appreciate you, mama, wholeheartedly. I'm gonna go back and think about this arranged marriage thing. For me, it's a hard no, at least right now. No,
go look at that video. You gotta look at
value.
You gotta go look at that video though on O'Shea's channel. But if you look at a video, you understand what they were saying. Why?
Yeah. All right.
Look
it up. Alicia, I appreciate you. All right, guys. So listen. Remember the bingo that I was telling you guys about earlier? Is Shao Kahn shoulder charge in the building? I don't want to do it unless he's not here. Shao Kahn, can you write something down there if you're down into the building? Let me know, because I will not pull this up unless Shao Kahn is here. I feel like Shao Kahn has to be here. We'll give it 20 more. We'll give it 15 to 20 more seconds. Shao Kahn, you let me know if you're here. If not, I'll do the bingo at another date. But essentially, what one of the Patreon subscribers did is they put together a bingo sheet. And if by the end of the stream, if we have done something in a bingo successive order, then I have to give something back to the chat.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about doing that literally right now, but if he's not down in here, I don't want to do it unless he's down in here. Oh, he's here. He's here. There it is. Let's get it popping then. All right, so let me see. Here's the thing. If we end up getting the bingo now, I have not looked at the bingo. I want to put it up on the screen so all you guys can see it real quick. And if we hit a bingo, I'm going to raffle off someone in the Patreon gang $100. $100. Let's talk about it. Real quick, let's do this. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna click on his email. I'm gonna put it up on the screen. Shit, where's it? Where'd it go?
You literally just had it.
It was literally
just had it.
Hold on. I think his email is different. Hold on a quick second, guys. I just had it. Oh, there it goes. I got it. I have not seen this. Oh, you see Uncle Chris, by the way? I'm in Toledo. Don't mind a road trip. And I'm just saying.
Listen, I like men who's trying to come down Southwest. That's all I'm gonna say. Hey, Southwest.
Hey. There it is. Listen, we can make some connections work over here.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying? Don't play with me. Listen, Dre, Mamba mentality. He down in there. All right, guys, let me throw this up on the screen. I have not seen this yet. You guys are seeing it for the first time. MTR bingo. Did these things happen throughout the stream? Let me make. Oh shit! Wait, hold up.
Viscosity.
Oh! All right. Listen. Viscosities for sure.
Yes.
All right. So should I just put this in Paint? Yeah, I'll do that. Hold on. Let me bring up Microsoft Paint real quick. Hold on. Let me make sure I don't dox myself. Hold on. Actually, let me bring up Paint.
I mean, do you use Viscosity a lot?
Yeah, it's one of the brands on the channel.
Oh, Viscosity.
Let me bring that up.
Sex is cool too, but Viscosity.
Yeah, I like the Viscosity. It's my thing. Hold on for a quick second. Let me bring this back up on the screen.
Literally about to pop.
Hold on. We're going to do this the correct way. Let me get this off the screen. Let me bring. Hold on. Give me a second. Hold on, guys. I got you. Trust me. Let me bring this up right here. And then let me bring up. Hold up. This shit is hilarious. Yo. Application. Let me make sure I'm not doxing myself. All right. Let's make this real. All right. Listen, I'm going to put an X to it if it's true. God damn it. Shao Kahn's been watching for so long. He already knows. What the listen, before even looking at it, I feel like we already have a bingo because like Shao Kahn already knows. So for sure this one.
Viscosity.
Viscosity.
You gotta say it like him. Viscosity.
You gotta say that viscosity.
I just say sex, but okay.
Viscosity.
Okay.
That's if you look at the actual definition of viscosity, it makes a lot of sense. Okay. MTR says viscosity. Boom. There goes the B or the O. There goes the O. YouTube video. He stream starts buffering. That did not happen. Let's talk about it. Did I say let's talk about it today?
Know. Y'all let us know.
Did I say let's talk about it? Did I say I don't think I said that one. Let's keep going as we look at the comments down in here.
We got M in the building.
I said that today. I said yeah. Facts. We did do that one.
Well, Kyle said it buffered on your end or
on my end or your end, you bastard. Hold on. We'll come back to that one. I didn't buffer. Wait a minute. I didn't play a video. How did anything buffer?
I was true soldier boy. Tell him.
Hey, uses the word irrespective. Did I say irrespective today? I probably did.
At this moment.
Oh, that doesn't count. You did right before the bingo. Hold on. I probably did. I said irrespective all the time. All right, boom. So we got 3 so far on the O column. Let's go to the B column. Let's make it spicy, okay? Let's go to the B column. The data. I don't think I said that today.
I don't remember hearing that.
I don't think I said the data. I don't think I said that. I don't think I said that. The data. I don't think I said that today. Here's the thing.
You always say that.
Did I do here's the thing here today? Guys, you guys let me know. Guys, let me. I definitely did this. I just saw this one. My bladder's about to pop. I did do that one, right?
Listen, the 47 seconds went to 1 minute and 6. So yeah, we just going to cross that out because you had to pee.
I think I did say that my bladder was about to pop. 4-hour stream. No, we did not. We did not go 4 hours.
3 hours, and I'm trying to end this shit at 1:30. I am tired. So nope, that's not it. Y'all don't get the middle.
Drinks from the red cup with the pinky finger up. I don't think I did that today.
Tell me if I did. Did I? I don't remember.
Talks about being new to all this technology.
So that's true because this is different. Like this is different for me. Usually we had a camera and we were sitting here like this.
We did talk about the technology.
Yeah,
we did.
So,
all right, I'm gonna mark this one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mark this one. This guy Shao Kahn is a genius. Technical difficulties occur in the stream. No, actually, I upped my internet today. I upped my internet and I got a whole new internet box. So like, we're not gonna be having internet problems the same way that we had before.
I think he said, here's the thing too. Like you said that. You say that.
Oh, my bad. I meant to mark that. I definitely said that at some point.
Yeah.
I do say that a lot. Here's the thing. I think I did say that. Wait, True the Soldier said no.
I feel like you said that. Whatever.
Hold up. Uses the word ascertain. Yo, Shao Kahn.
Did he? I don't know. My friend over there is not paying attention, so I can't.
Uses a disgust word like or sheesh twice
consecutively. Damn,
did I do it?
I don't think so. I think you're pretty solid this time.
Yeah. Here's the thing. The monkey wrench within this is that M was here, so obviously some of the things are going to be a little bit different. Forgets to put Red Cup Talk branding on the stream. No, I had it up from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Brings up how a subscriber is avoiding him in Apex or Warzone. Yo, this shit is hilarious. Yo, that's so crazy. I talk about that. I pop shit all day about Warzone or Apex. Someone in the chat has to remind MTR about the clap. No, I did it from.
No.
Oh, I didn't even do the clap.
I don't even know. Oh,
I didn't do the clap.
That's that's been serious from the beginning.
Oh,
you got to do that now.
Oh shit!
He smacked my titty.
Smacked the titty. I am so sorry. How does it feel? I didn't rupture an areola, did I?
No, I've had a reduction. We're good.
Yo, didn't know that. Sheesh. I just did a sheesh, but that doesn't count because I already started bingo. All right. Damn, the whole I column, I would say this shit is so crazy. The I column, I think I'm safe. What do you guys say? The I column, am I safe? I think the I column, I'm safe. Wait, if the I column is safe, that means that there's no bingo possible, right? If a whole column is safe.
Well, you can still do down because you still have.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Well, N can't because we will hit So G has to. And I can tell you right now, this ain't work.
I don't think this is a bingo is gonna happen. The 4-hour stream is in the middle, so that he was banking on that middle piece.
N is not happening.
N is not happening. Mentions hood booger. I think I did mention it one time.
You did, because I was like, hood booger. What
the
fuck is that?
Listen, this is in paint, so all I gotta do is take this out and we can mark here. I was about to say, here's the thing. I think that I gotta bring this back, but scramble it up. Even if I don't get it today, but scramble it up and then let's do it at another time, even if we don't get it now. Acknowledges Wolverine in the chat.
No.
Wolverine, I don't get that one. Savage, did I do the clap? I don't think that I did. Did I do the clap?
I don't remember you doing the clap because usually I look at you like you crazy.
Yeah, you usually look at me like I'm crazy.
I'm like, what? Like you all in my space, and today he did the clap in my tit. So
yeah, I did it after. I didn't get reminded to do the clap. Because I feel like I don't remember that. Talks about not getting demonetized. I definitely talked about getting demonetized in the stream. I definitely talked about it. Here's the thing. I'm going to forget all of this, and I feel like this should be mixed up.
He said we need to probably redo this.
Yeah, we didn't do the bingo. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, listen, I don't see the bingo. I'm trying to keep it honest over here. One more game. I think I said that in the beginning. I think I did say that in the beginning.
I think he's giving all that.
Yeah, maybe. MTR is wearing the Yankees hat. I'm not wearing a fitted today. I got a haircut.
Clear. Oh, the place is open.
The place is open.
Because I don't know if you told them where you are, but like our state is open, so we can go get like not hairy anymore.
The place is open.
The place is open.
Yeah, you did not do the clap. Yeah, we will redo this. So this is
great.
So listen, shout out to Shao Kahn. Shout out to Shao Kahn. This is inventive as hell. I want to bring this back, bro. I want to bring this back.
Yo.
Okay. I want to bring this back. This is goddamn genius. You are a genius, my G. You are a genius. Shout out. All right. So, listen, anything to share with the people before we get out of here?
Thank you. This was actually really interesting. Yo, I am so sleepy. I think I'm gonna pass out. Like, I'm tired. Girl, you tired? We tired.
We
tired.
You guys gonna drive the Tesla home?
We gonna drive it. Listen,
They came in through with a Tesla. I like.
NTR got
cool.
behind the wheel in the
I
Tesla.
did. I had to park it. You know, these Midwesterners don't know how to.
Yeah, I was like, you need to get down here and park this shit because I can't do it. But this was an experience of a lifetime because I don't belong behind a Tesla. I make money when I make that money.
There it is.
Damn. Then it is like you ain't gonna come back.
We don't.
No, seriously, thank you. I'll be back. If it's Blue Pill Sam, I think that's what you call him. He is asking me always to come up here. Quiet as a kept, I might actually be moving up here for good.
Get out of here.
For good.
Oh, we're gonna talk about it. You gotta be close to the fan. You gotta be close to the fan.
I can parallel park. Because I actually drive a Mini Cooper and that shit fits anywhere.
Listen, I can teach you how to parallel park.
I don't know. I can parallel. This thing is different. If y'all never drove a Tesla, which I'm sure y'all haven't.
That shit is
no
big.
shade. This thing is long. It's different.
I haven't driven.
It's different.
That's the first time I've driven in a Tesla, and it feels like it's
a completely different kind of drive.
It feels way different.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I can drive, but when he got behind the car,
I whipped it.
Whatever. But anyway, so
Kyle's saying I hit bingo. I don't think that I did, bro.
We're going to do this again. He's going to do this again. But Quiet as a Kept, I might, be here for good within the next year. Since I own my house, I have to rent it out.
We're going to figure it out.
We're going to get it out. So, but I will be here, more often. This was fun. I'm glad, I don't do this, because I don't live here. So I have to kind of come up here to visit. But
there it is.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you for coming through, and I'm glad that you had a good time. I'm glad that you hung out with us. And you showed just a little bit of face.
Just a little bit. If you didn't catch it, you missed it. But thank you for this.
Listen, they're gonna replay. They're gonna go back and take it. They're gonna pause it. They're gonna buffer it through. Listen, and again, I appreciate you for coming through. I think this was a very healthy conversation.
This was great. Thank you for everybody who was
I know you was a little nervous, but
I was.
Questions, comments, concerns, the family. Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. We got the Patreon. I'll leave another link down in there. If you want to become a part of the inner circle, this is what we do. Shout out to Shao Kahn. What a fantastic idea, bro. I really wholeheartedly appreciate that. But we got to bring it back. All right, we got to bring it back for sure. Okay. Last super chat that came in. Shout out to Johnny Van Johnson. I'm behind in the video, but I have mad Indian homies. What? And we're talking about he's back in the video. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's the weird thing about live stream is that they can actually be in a different part of the video, but still comment in real time. Gotcha. So, it says arranged marriages favor the man, especially a high value man. You get the best wife your community has to offer. But then to me, the arranged shit is a loveless marriage. Okay.
Love can also grow. I just say that because I read it somewhere, I'm sure.
Shout out to my G's. Thank you again for coming through.
Thank you so much.
Until next time, YouTube. Peace.
At least you didn't touch my teddy.
Nope. Shout out, everybody.